Welcome back, everybody. Just turn the volume up. Thank you. Okay. So, the year is 998YK. What the YK means, I surely don't know. You guys have received many offers and completed at least one challenge. Let's see. You have received many offers from many places, and some of you have accepted them, and missions indeed. Let's see here. All right, you ran off the evil scarecrows from the old farmer's estate, kind of this mad, ridiculous farmer who insists upon opening a singular farm out in the mountains where fertility is not the best for soil, but he's persistent and apparently prayed to the wrong god, and now it seems to have brought him misfortune. Or was it praying at all? Who knows if the god listens? I know it might. Let's see. Speaking of which, Fenric joined the Templars of the Silver Flames despite his following of the Sovereign Host. He thought he was persuaded that both could be possible. And so you have joined for the sake of getting evil the hell out of here. You were given the mission of going down to one of the lower wards, breaking up one of the gang war fights, and making it known that it will not be tolerated by Templars of the Silver Flame. Nero received an offer from the High Raptors, which are essentially a sect within the Boromor clan that, maybe wants a change in leadership and that all of this gang war doesn't serve anybody. Tally accepted rewards from the Wardens of the Wood in the form of a help for the third of the funding of the penthouse and your future renovations, which is pretty decent. The Sentinel Martials made their offer when you all visited them at the theater. They're going to visit the penthouse tomorrow to meet with the rest of your crew and see who would be interested in joining as agents of House Deneath. Viatelli received an offer from the King's Citadel and wants to give it to Nero as well, because he was also offered it by Greymane, who is also going to visit the penthouse tomorrow. You got some visitors coming in your place. Benrig made contact with the Lord Minister Norn de Kundarek and established a little contact within House Kundarek here in Sharn, which is nice. And last but not least, Viatelli was invited to a cast party after the opera by the star of the show, Skies to Fjarlund. And that's where we'll pick up today. So, Benrig, you've returned home. Viatelli, you're bringing Tally and Selena to... Sorry, had a little lapse in brain. To this after party. Is that where you'd like to go?
Benrig would have stumbled into the house, very drunk, mumbling about the Silver Flame, and then just passed out.
Fair enough. You find a bed, pass out, fantastic. Viatelli. We're missing Tally and Selena for the moment. Makes it a little tricky. So we can spin around on that later if you want to undergo those events, or you could say that you visited, made some friends, made some contacts, however you'd like to play it.
I'm happy to give it the whitewash. There was schmooze.
Yeah, you schmoozed, you drank, made some contacts with the entertainers here in Fjarlund. They will, I'll tell you what, I'll give you this. They'll tell you about something that you might already know about, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Or your character might already know anyway. I'll just make this name out. You learn about one of the guilds here in Sharn. You learn about House Fjarland's Carnival of Shadows, which is in town. I'm just getting that information present. Here we go. You learn that it's essentially it's not as high end as what this was, the art museum, but it is a carnival of acrobats who have trained in the Demences and started it as a subsection of House Fjarland. They are exceptionally talented and specifically based in acrobatics, and are quite noteworthy here in Sharn, and they've rolled into town recently. So maybe something you're
That's awesome.
cool.
I
Yeah,
should
sorry.
I should round up the crew and go be entertained.
Fair enough. You would hear that they're based out of the Dements of Motion, which is one of the Arlen houses, which is from Rot Raylan. So here they are, perhaps new talent. They might be around for shows soon enough. So you perhaps stumble in with your companions, with Selena and Tally. It's also worth noting before I forget, in the recap, Benrig, you received a very dramatic sending from the Red Cloak Battalion about joining up, heroics, no cowards, no mercy. So maybe that's something you're interested in looking into.
Something very noteworthy. Yes, he was very shocked. Probably has a little bit of a nightmare about that, drunken nightmare about that.
God, WWE is scary. Uh, incredible. So you'll all wake up a little. Well, I guess you two will wake up. We'll see the other three are out shopping, or getting breakfast this morning, maybe doing little things here and there. You have some time before your guests will arrive, but you two awaken maybe a teensy tiny bit hungover. Who's to say?
It'll be good to get a kitchen.
Yeah, no, yeah, unfortunately.
I will head upstairs to the to the House Galanda place to get breakfast and coffee.
Fair enough. You head up to Terminus Tastes. Head up to Terminus Tastes to get yourself some breakfast and coffee, in which Abby of Siri is very happy to meet the Telly, I believe, and say hello again to Benrig, and offers you guys breakfast for, I don't have it in front of me, but we'll say 5 silver.
Cool.
Selena, you could be a part of that as the party gets breakfast up at the Terminus Tastes. Probably your first time there.
I think so. Sure, I'll join.
Yeah, fantastic.
Lord Fjarlan, how was your night? How was the opera?
The opera was spectacular. The after party was equally spectacular.
I can't imagine anything less. I'm glad you enjoyed. I don't see Talenta. Did he tie one on?
He had a reasonably good time. He's needing a nap. A little bit longer layabout this morning.
I see. I was able to go to the Church of the Silver Flame. I was able to meet with that Templar again. It was actually very insightful.
Oh, well, that's spectacular.
Yeah.
We do have some folks from House Denise going to stop by sometime today. They're interested in recruiting as sort of an adjunct to the Sentinel Martials. They're sort of a law enforcement agency with kind of a large purview.
I understand. Well, I look forward to meeting them. I should say at the church I did um won't necessarily say pledge myself, but make connection with the Church of the Silver Flame and have become a Templar. So I do have a contract that we can pursue
Oh,
in the lower levels.
oh, that would be fantastic. I don't mind getting paid. Um,
Exactly, my thinking exactly.
Mhm.
Uh,
uh,
Princess Dewdrop, how did you like the opera?
Oh, it was lovely. I really had a great time, and um, they did a good job. It's not quite like home. My
I was gonna say I imagine it's quite different to what you're used to.
Oh yeah, Queen Titania, my mom, she brings in the most exquisite performers from all over the lands, and so it it didn't quite hold up to some of those performances, but it was lovely. Your house does a great job for you, Tally.
thank you. I haven't had a chance to sample all of the things that they do, but it it is their professional calling.
Mm-hmm.
There
Yes.
you go. Speaking of which, actually, this might tie into the person that you had mentioned is coming. I also was able to go to House Kandaric and meet with one of the high ministers of the bank and establish
Oh,
myself in the city, just to make myself known. I also was presented an opportunity to join the Warding Guild, which I know, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was explained that they also do contract work, so perhaps that could be of assistance to these people that are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good night. Had a few casks of wine on the way back.
Nice. Casts, multiple casts.
Uh, the and I like point to like a big tankard. I'm like that one.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
sorry, I got confused.
Cask of fail is quite a lot. Oh man, I know you can drink. I know you go to drink, but that's significant. Hmm. Well, what are we up to today then? We could look for Smokey.
we certainly could. What sort of thing did the Silver Flame cult indicate that they wanted done, and at what at what uh, at what
It's
level of remuneration?
yes, it's was in the lower plate.
North Edge?
It's sorry.
I believe it was North Edge.
Yeah. Um, in lower Tavik's Landing, it says it is I guess peacekeeping between the Boromor clan and House Tarkanan on behalf of the Church of the Silver Flame. Uh, the fighting down there must be put to a stop by some means or another. So, as my new duty as a vessel of the flame, I think we have to establish order down there.
Well, that certainly sounds like something that we could do. Um,
I love bopping people.
They did, and I will like describe what the place looked like. Mention rewards and further collusion with our group.
Mm. Maybe we should do that. I think we can keep an eye out for Smokey too. She's never too far away. She really does have an affinity for me, I promise, even though it doesn't seem like it.
I wonder. I like walk to the door, open it really quick.
Make a perception check.
Oh.
18.
You open the door. Look around, you don't see anything, you go, oh, that's too bad. And as you close the door, you notice a barrel next to the door is sort of shaking a little bit. It's a pretty big barrel.
I like poke it with my mace.
Look with your mace, the top comes flying off.
I fall back.
And flying out and goes, "Pew!" and go running out the door.
There she is!
Snooky! See, I said she's never too far.
Always around, it seems. Okay, well, it seems we can do other stuff too. Yeah, if that is what you guys would like to do, I'm happy to finish our meal and head out. I suppose we could go and meet with House Tarkanan first and figure out exactly how they're being meddled with, or do you guys have an angle you think?
No.
You know your contacts were coming to meet you pretty early in the day today, so they could be here already. Who knows?
Good point. You guys finish your food. You had a long night. I'm gonna go back down to the condo and just make sure that someone's there.
Okay.
Enjoy. Yeah, and I'll just go and chill, and I'll start puttering around, sweeping the dirt into the corner.
Selena's goblins are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Come on.
throwing garbage off the
Guys,
side.
over here! We like all struggle to grab a bag.
Yeah, they're like on the ceiling. We're out too short. Yeah, they're not great cleaners.
That's okay.
They do a good job, but they don't like package it well. They just kind of throw anything that's garbage like off the side of the tower.
I think I kind of just like look. I like look how far down it is. I'm like,
Yeah.
just.
Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know?
Are they gonna come up here to find out?
Are you gonna come up here? No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So I'll just putter around, like near the front foyer, I suppose, or yeah.
Fair
In the
enough.
meantime.
I don't think that's an ethical means of disposal.
One of the goblins says, "What's ethical?"
You're right, what's ethical?
What does that even mean, really? Alright? You guys wait around, and it doesn't take long. Sure enough, I'm going to say one of the two sisters that you met the other night is going to show up from the Sentinel Martials. It is going to be... I'm going to go and pick which one arrived. Not that it matters terribly, they're pretty identical. But you are going to see... There she is. The more talky one, Tasra, is going to arrive. She's dressed very differently today. She's in a long black trench coat, black leather trench coat.
I thought this was maybe I mixed that up. So we're meeting with House Dennis?
You're meeting with the Sentinel Martials of House Dennis, yes.
But I thought they were going to come in the whole party this year. Like they wanted to meet the whole party.
Yeah, the whole party, as far as they knew, was going to be here.
Oh.
They're like, we'll meet you tomorrow morning so we can meet the whole party. And you're all here now. So,
Oh. Oh, so we are all here? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Never mind.
okay. So she arrives, seemingly first, before your other contact. And she looks around the place. The place is not in great repair. Still a little dirty. Pretty dirty. Actually, it's not in great repair at all. And she looks around and goes, "Ah, I see. Well, she will say, Lord Kandaric, we've heard of you. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Lady Deneth, Sentinel Marshal Layla the Deneth. Or, excuse me, Tasra. to Dennis.
Oh, like wipes like the copious amount of dirt off my face. Lady, nice to meet you. I'm sorry it's not in much better repair. The previous tenants weren't very considerate.
Oh, that's quite all right. We are investigators. We're used to places of this caliber.
I'm a little hurt by that, but that's okay.
Good.
Uh,
He says, "Well, what's?"
I'm only kidding.
He laughs.
Lovely to meet you.
She says, "Excellent. Well, let's see if we can't do something about getting you in your home in a better situation then. So I don't need to hurt you anymore."
Oh, well, thank you very much. My friends told me you were coming. Here, they're upstairs.
Excellent. And she will follow you to the terminus tastes to meet Tully and Selena. She'll say, Lord Fionn and Lady Selena, how are we doing? Or Princess Selena, excuse me. How are we doing this morning?
I am doing reasonably well for morning.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And you, Princess Selena?
I'm doing great. Finrick saw my pet kitty cat today. She's been lost, but I hope to find her soon.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that you're missing cat. I hear that there is it's no Sentinel Martial, but I hear there's a detective agency downstairs that's good for tracking down things like that if you had a mind to.
Oh, yeah, maybe I could reach out to them and see if they could help. She doesn't go too far. She stays close enough, but yeah, she did get out of reach a little bit.
Fair enough. Well, as you know, I'm sorry that your other two friends are not present, but none the matter. I met Tally and I've known Nero by reputation, so then only the people present I wish to speak to. Tally's a bit of a hoodlum. He did arrive last night, so I don't know if he's Sentinel Martial material, in fairness. Perhaps, but maybe you might be able to judge. What do you make of your friend Tally now that it was just us talking? Is he a good fellow?
Last night?
Yes, at the opera.
Yeah, I had a few drinks. What happened?
Oh, Tally made a grand entrance through the ceiling.
Bennard laughs. Bennard laughs a little bit. He definitely laughs a little bit. And then he holds himself.
Well, I think Tally's a little rough around the edges, but he seems to be good-natured.
Indeed. You think he would put the good of the people before himself?
I don't know him all that well, but from the time that I have known him, which has been like 3 days, yeah, I think so. He did when we tried to rescue Kaylin and
Floon.
Yeah, Floon.
I would say the same. It seems Tally has seen the darkness of this world and has a pity for those in a lesser circumstance. He might, as Princess described, be rough around the edges, but I do believe he seems to be good.
Well, that's excellent. Well, then perhaps I might include him in this offer. As I had said, the Sentinel Martials are looking to outsource considering how crazy things are getting here in the city. The Sentinel Martials value, well, international order, but specifically we will be worrying about here in Sharn. Keeping order, making sure good is done on the streets. If all of you are of the mind to do good for good's sake, you will. Before I even go there, you will be paid, fear not. You'll be paid quite handsomely. But if you would count yourself amongst people who value the good of the citizenry of Sharn, the good of the people, then I would be most happy to extend you the offer as agents of Host to me, under the Sentinel Marshal's supervision, of course.
For myself, I think that sounds like a perfectly acceptable arrangement.
Most excellent. And for you two?
Well, I don't really have much need for money, but maybe I could use some of that money to hire the detective agency that you spoke of to help find my cat.
Money does have its uses here and there.
Yeah, I would be more than open to. I believe I've just started a similar path with the Church of the Silver Flame, in terms of good for a good cause. If that wouldn't interfere, I'd be happy to.
Oh, by no means. House Neath certainly has no issues with religious values, so long as they do not contradict with the greater good of the people.
Well, I will do my best to guide that as best as I can and seek guidance when I'm unsure.
Fair enough. Well then, I hope you don't mind. We are more investigative types than anything, and not much ones for ceremony. So, she's going to hand across the table some badges. She says, with the power invested in me as a Sentinel Martial of House Beneath, I name you all deputies and house agents of the Sentinel Martials of House Beneath. Congratulations.
Wow, this is cool. I've never had a badge before.
Oh, you can't say that ever again. And it's a cool badge. You look at it, and it's got 3 heads on it. It's got a lion's head, a ram's head, and a dragon's head on it. And underneath it says House Beneath. On the top it says Sentinel Martial Agent.
A ram dragon.
I pin mine beside my House Kandaric sigil.
Yeah, you would be. I guess you'd be a house agent of Kandar because you're an heir of House Kandar, so that makes perfect sense. Yeah, so you guys all now have house agent badges of Beneath. Incredible.
What can we do with these? Do we get into places for free or something like that?
Well, you could throw them at people for one, but if you're into more sophisticated uses, I might be more than happy to tell you how you might use them. So let's see here. We could provide support, or the badge could provide you support in the form of, well, when you wish to connect with House Beneath, we would be able to offer certain financial services to you in the form of maybe perhaps making magical scrolls available to you, or potions available to you of common and uncommon variety, at a reduced or perhaps even deferred price, depending on the circumstances. I will also be more than happy to feed you bits of information pertaining to your various adventures. You may use the House Beneath enclaves and outposts as temporary shelter. They're highly secure because we are the only military-based Dragon Mark house, of course. And last but not least, if you ever find yourself accosted or overwhelmed, chances are there's going to be a House Beneath member not too far away. If you flash your badge, chances are there's maybe a couple of members of the Blade Marks Guild, maybe the Defenders Guild nearby, who might jump and spring into the action to help out.
Well, that's a robust set of benefits. How can the Platinum Watch be of benefit to the Sentinel Martials?
I bow very deeply.
Says, well, indeed, right to work. Excellent to hear. So, let us begin. One of the drays working in the city is... Oh, Jesus. Hang on a second. I want to make sure this all lines up. Well, we're going to start you off with something simple, but something that needs doing nonetheless. We're spread a little bit thin, and we'd like to start you off with something that can provide you with some financial support and also show your worth. So, one of the drays working in the city is pulled by a talking mare by the name of Maxine. Locate her, find out if she's learned the identity of any of the Boromor operatives, and if so, determine their whereabouts. We are investigators after all, and so I leave you with this mission. If you can find Maxine, locate the operatives, We will be most pleased to find a suitable reward for all your help.
What's a dray? What are you saying?
It's a cart, really. It's really like a cart for heavy materials.
Oh. And the talking mare's name is Maxine?
That's right.
Okay. And we're just to tell you the location of the Boromor operatives? You don't need us to bop anyone?
I don't think that would be necessary. Sometimes it pays to follow along quietly, see where they're going, and maybe learn more. If we could catch a tail, maybe we can catch a couple of other people in the act. So, nope, we just simply need you to talk to Maxine, locate her, find out what she's learned, the identity of any operatives, and if so, determine their whereabouts, and that'll give us a magnificent lead into perhaps finding some more.
Sure,
Ma.
sounds great.
That sounds like something that we can certainly undertake, and with some exigency.
Most excellent. Most excellent. Very well. Oh, yes, please, Lord Dura.
This is actually more like a Ryan question. Could I do like a history check for what I remember of the structure of House Boromor? In terms of like
You sure
hearing of it?
yeah. Give it a check. Let's see if you can figure out the structure of House Boromor.
8.
You know
It's
the
okay.
Boromor clan, but the hierarchical inner workings of the gang is a little beyond your knowledge, unfortunately.
Might have to ask around. No problem. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries. She says, well, if there's anything else, if there's nothing else, I shall be taking my leave, and will be very excited to hear of your progress in the time to come.
Thank you. And
And she will take her leave.
Now, I've never had a badge before, but I have met a few talking mares in my life. Is that common around here? Usually they don't talk. Weird.
I've never seen or met one, but that doesn't mean a lot.
I wonder if this one's from the Feywilds.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Yeah, let's go find the horsey.
Okay. As you guys head back down into the apartments, prepared to go find a horse somewhere in the city, you will find that somebody else is at your door. Let's just get these all out of the way. You are going to see Yalister Silvermane sort of talking to the goblins, and he goes, No, I'm looking for a...
Good morning.
Oh, Lord Fionn, I was just about to say your name, quite in fact. How interesting. A pleasure to meet you again. Good to see you. And I don't believe we've been acquainted. I am Yalister Silvermane. He puts a hand up to you. Benric?
Benrig de Kandarik. Nice to meet you.
Excellent. Well, the meeting is indeed for you, Lord Fiallan, and is Nero around?
I don't know where he's gotten off to be perfectly honest with you. He had a night at the Drunken Dragon, and he could be almost anywhere. There are a number of alleys or shenanigans that he could have gotten up to or into.
I see. Well, most unfortunate. If you're able to track Nero down, perhaps we'll have our meeting at another time. If you are interested in joining King's Citadel and can find Nero, come to the Citadel. It's located in the Middle Central District, and you can find me there, and we can discuss perhaps future employment. Um,
As soon as I can put my paws onto him, we will make a trip by. I honestly expected him to be here this morning, but expectations.
the city has a way of gobbling people up, I understand. Very well. So I will remain in the King's Citadel, and if you happen to catch Nero, find me there. Unless, of course, Lord Fialin, you would like to just take the meeting on his behalf.
I had an opportunity to think about what you had suggested. While I can't make a decision for him, I would be more than happy to be of assistance to the Brellish Crown. So,
Well, that's magnificent then. Very well. Then if that's the case, I have already officially offered you membership to the King's Citadel, and you must understand that expectations of your mission's completions assigned will be hopefully done so in a timely and professional manner. If they cannot, then that may cause trouble. This is a very strict, very, very important obligation that you're making to one of the most important governing factions of Braylon. Are you sure this is for you?
I live within the bounds of Braylon. And he will gesture to Sharn at large. So it occurs to me that the safety and prosperity of Braylon is my safety and prosperity. So I can certainly understand the importance and take it with due consideration.
Very well. Then by the power invested in me as an agent of the King's Citadel, I name you, Lord Viatelli de Fialin, an agent of the King's Citadel. We can discuss in further details as to which section of the King's Citadel you might fit into best, but for the time being, you shall simply be a recruit to our order, and I'm happy to present with you not only the benefits of being a part of the King's Citadel, but also your first mission. And should you succeed, we'll be more than happy to assign you to one of the most fitting faction within the King's Citadel. Very well. So, support from the King's Citadel comes as such. The Sharn Watch officials will be notified that you, and you especially, are on official business, official Citadel business, and will be instructed to provide you support wherever they can. So this does provide you with a small level of authority over the Sharn Watch to aid you when you are going about the city. I also happen to serve as an advisor somewhat on the city council. I would invite you, if you wish, to, if you have time to spare, a dinner with perhaps some of the councillors. If ever you wish to meet one of the councillors on the Sharn Council, I'd be more than happy to make such arrangements, and perhaps you might learn and share of rumors and be gaining pearls of wisdom from such mighty leaders of our city. A small benefit I'm happy to relay to such individuals yourself. And last but not least, well, that's that then. I can also provide private meetings with said councillors if you found it necessary. Not a benefit that's just anybody can have.
And what is the immediate task that I, and by dint of association, my companions do for the King's Citadel?
Straight to work, you're going to do very well here, Lord Fialin. Well, as I'm sure you're aware, gang war has caused unrest in the city, and we have offered protections to members of the Dung Sweepers Guild. And you have been assigned to protect a group of them. Meet them in the Mule Skull Tavern in Lower Dura Ward, and at 6 bells, and guard them while they work. Do this every day for 10 days.
Can you say all that again?
Who are you? No, I'm kidding. You say, alright, I'll tell you what, I'll say it. A game war has caused unrest through the city. We have offered protection to members of the Dung Sweepers Guild, and you have been assigned to protect a group of them. Meet them at the Mole Skull Tavern on Ship Street in the Dura Ward, Lower Dura Ward, at 6 bells, and guard them while they work. Do this every day for 7 days a week.
Not 10, are you sure?
Well,
I'm joking.
It can be 10. No, I changed it because I'm transplanting a bit here, and weeks in the Sword Coast are 10 days, whereas here they're 7. So I'm being...
Yeah, it's all no, it works out. I was just joking.
Yeah. I got you.
So I still didn't get all of the details. You said lower Durgar, something about 6.
Lower Dura Ward at 6 bells. That means 6 a.m. And you must guard them while they work for 7 days.
I thought it was 10 days.
I am changing it to 7 days because of the calendar system in Eberron, as I previously described.
Didn't we just discuss this?
We did, but it's fine.
I'm just trying to write it down. And
There's a lot of information. I would copy and paste it, but I'm having to change things on the fly, so it wouldn't be a one-to-one. Is that understood, Lord Fionn?
Absolutely.
Very well. Your job begins tomorrow, so you have the day, and tomorrow your protection services will be required. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And he will, he will take off. I will say, we'll jump over to you, Tally, for a second here. So as we'll say that you went out for breakfast or something, and as you come back upstairs, you're going to bump into who you recognize from the other night. Oh my lord. There they are. Tusra Dennis, Sentinel Martial. She's in a long black trench coat, a black leather trench coat with symbols of the Sentinel Martial and House Beneath on her. She says, "Oh, Mr. Jones, I was hoping to see you this morning. I must have missed you."
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Well, I was just discussing with your allies about becoming house agents to House Dennis under the Sentinel Marshal's supervision. It was relayed to me by your group that you are an individual who can be trusted to put others before yourself, an upstanding member of the cause of good and the people. Would you say this describes you? Would you say your allies are right in this description?
Is that what they're saying?
That is what they're saying.
Then I suppose it's true.
Well then, if you wish, I would be proud to present you with a deputization to become a house agent of Denise under the supervision of the Sentinel Martials. If that does, of course, suit your reputation, Mr. Jones.
I think it would definitely be something. And it's Dr. Jones, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're a doctor? I didn't know you were a member of House Churrasco.
No.
No? Are you a trained physician? You have a doctorate?
Let's just say I'm a learned man.
Well, very well. Far be it from me to question. Dr. Jones, do you accept this deputization?
If the citizens deem it worthy, then I do.
Well, then on behalf of the citizens of Sharn and all the people that you'll be protecting in the city, I present you this badge. She'll present you a badge that has on it a sigil of a three-headed creature, a ram's head, a lion's head, and a dragon's head. And sort of around the edges of the badge, it says agent of, house agent, house beneath. She'll present it to you and say, congratulations on your appointment. Your friends have your first assignment. And with that, I must leave to protect the citizens of our fair city.
Fair it is.
Good day, Dr. Jones.
Good day to you.
She leaves. And with that, there's only one faction left to go wrangle.
Shit.
But for the time being, you guys have got your work cut out for you, it seems.
It would seem that way.
So at this point, Nero is still missing, but you do have your friend Tally back, so you may decide what you want to do with your day.
Because I'm so sure you couldn't decide what you wanted your day to go like without Tally.
Well, it's see a man about a horse, or see a horse about a man, actually, but same difference. Or hunt some Clan Boromor folks and tell them to cut the shit.
Good to go.
So, do we want to bop people or find a talking horse?
Talking horse.
We
Wait,
have a vote
you're
for a
serious?
talking horse.
I thought that was
we're
a
quite
euphemism.
serious about the talking horse.
Oh,
It's a mare named Maxine.
Who apparently is a spy.
are you all fucking with me? Like, what?
Oh, thanks so much.
Oh,
Yeah, I just can't help not laugh. She has the location of a few Boromar operatives, actually, which would be advantageous to the Templars, which I am now a part of, by the way. I had explained to the others.
wow, you collect religions like coins.
I told you this morning, Princess.
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry.
I mean, the princess is right, though. I mean, is there any particular reason you don't ally yourself to one or the other?
Because I've allied myself to both, and I'm able to work in collaboration with both.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I mean, I guess if one monotheistic religion to another, if they don't collide on subjects, then you're probably all right.
Yeah, it's a good thing the sovereign isn't monotheistic.
I guess so.
There's money involved, Talenta.
Is there?
Well, depends if you'd like to help. That is.
Absolutely. So why don't we endeavor to find the Mayor Maxine, and if that goes particularly well, we can head into the lower ward and convince them that perhaps being
I agree. She'll have relative
obstreperous
information.
will be something that is better done elsewhere.
Speaking of lower ward,
Hi, Nero. Welcome.
Speaking of level
You are
1,
muted! 9!
you're even more muted now.
Hey,
Al.
everybody! I just woke up. What's been going
It'd be
on?
like
I
that.
slept in.
It
Slept in.
fucking be like that, dude.
It'd be like that.
I don't know. Some cops like showed up to the house. They were looking for you.
Wait,
That's not untrue, actually.
wait, why?
I was kind of joking.
But that is exactly actually what happened this morning.
Yeah, Sentinel Martial Tazra came and visited us, and she was interested in talking to you about joining her party, but, what?
It was the King Citadel.
Oh. Oh. Well, we got badges, and we're deputies now, so you kind
Hey,
of...
what? Wait, am I a deputy?
No, you're not a deputy. She didn't want you.
Yeah. Nothing changes in my life.
So mean.
But,
With-
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
With that said, while the Sentinel Marshals weren't necessarily looking for you as a Sharn resident, a member of the King's Citadel did approach myself and was looking for you. They're more closely tied with the Brellish Crown. That's the kingdom in which Sharn sits.
The king's people won't talk to me.
They talked to me already, and I'm going to be engaged in employment with them because what helps them helps Sharn, which helps me.
Can't dispute the logic there.
No,
But they're extending the same invitation to you as a fellow citizen and resident of Sharn.
Oh, shits. Do you know where I can talk to him?
Yes, it's the King's Citadel in the middle something ward.
Yeah, it's a building known as the Citadel in Middle Central, which is coincidentally a place where some of you have been summoned to meet with the Red Cloak Battalion as well.
Yeah.
Have I heard of the Red Cloak Battalion?
Well, you don't know that you've been summoned there. Only Benrig and Tally know that, I believe.
Tally told...
Nobody.
No, he did. He told...
You did?
Yeah, he told Selena. I didn't. And
Alright,
I thought it was Selena Video Teller he told. Who did you tell, Tally?
that sounds right.
Told no one. None of you know.
No, because we were meeting with Tazra, and you were like, "Oh, by the way, I gotta."
Yeah. I told whoever was at the opera. So it would be Viatelli and you.
Yeah.
So you do now.
So I do know. Viatelli, I must broach a topic with you. Well, I have some concerns about this Yalister Silvermane fellow.
Oh, and what concerns do you have?
Well, I find him to be a little pompous. He wouldn't let me join the club.
Pompous. Pompous.
Pompous. I said it, and I'll say it again.
He, as a representative of the King's court and the Brellish Crown, I think he has a degree of additional responsibilities and constraints on what he can do and who he's allowed to extend certain offers to. and that's probably the cause. It's not significantly different than the arrangement that you and Tally made with the Druids, where you have the working relationship with them, and the rest of us are there to provide assistance to the pair of you. This is a very similar thing, but rather than be based on trees and nature, it's royalty and court politics. Human court politics.
Dude,
You know,
politics? Okay. Maybe I don't really want to be part of that club anyway. But that was a really nice way of saying that he's just rude, so I don't like him very much.
I will be the interface for him in the future, so you don't have to be offended by his presence in person.
Ah, excellent. Thank you, Viatelli.
You are entirely welcome, Princess Celine.
The goblins come up to you, Selena, and go,
Oh yeah, it's time for your daily coin. And
Yep.
I will
coins, plural.
coins. I know, because I'm such a benevolent owner. I mean,
Owner?
no, not owner. It's stewardess.
You mean
What?
master? Oh.
Master, slave
Mhm.
master.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is not slave labor. I am a servant. I can walk away at any time.
That's right, but you're valued and you're important here, and we certainly wouldn't want you walking away. So here's your coin for the day. And
Coins too.
Coins.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to get Selena constantly trying to get away with it. Coin. Oh.
So I'll give them each 2 silver? Is that
Correct,
what it is?
yeah.
Okay.
Or so.
2 silver slave wages.
Hey, fuck you! Kill you in your sleep. Fuck you!
This is Derek saying that, not Nero.
I don't believe you. Fuck you, Nero. I'm gonna go clean.
It's more money than you've made.
Yeah, bitch. What'd you make yesterday?
Speaking of making money, let's go find a horse, shall we?
Yeah, go find a horse, Nero.
Why do we need to talk? Wait, Via, what do we need a horse for?
It's a whole
this
thing. We'll explain on the coach ride over.
Nero's looking.
Tell him.
Nero's looking around at the loft and feels like there's not enough space here for a horse if Princess Lena wants one.
Mhm.
No.
Man, look.
The Sentinel Martials of House Denise have requested we touch
Mhm.
base with a operative of theirs, which is a
Wait for it.
talking mare.
Yep.
Ah.
How does that strike you? Just
So-
off of first impression of that sentence.
I haven't talked to many horses, so I can't be a judge.
You're taking it a lot better than I am.
Wait, so who's asking?
The Sentinel Martials.
What's the conspiracy that you
This
think is going on here, Talenta? I'd
Okay.
like you to explain. What do you think is fishy about this? What's confusing about the horse? I don't know either, but
What
what's
is
the
it?
conspiracy you
Attack
think?
Talenta Day?
Well, I don't know. I'm very confused. You're confused. I'm confused.
Hey, I just woke up from my nap here.
Well, I'm just saying it's not very common.
It's
that's all I'm saying.
probably a druid who has done that shape change thing that they do.
They can't talk in that.
How do you know?
I don't.
Hey, that might be a good place for us to start, though. The druids might know of talking horses in the city.
Well, if
Oh yeah, let's
If-
get shafted again. Let's
if-
do that. That was great.
if Maxine is associated with some folks who move heavy bulk goods, perhaps talking to either the carpenter or the blacksmith neighbors that we met, they may be able to point us in the right direction. to the surface that provides that.
Just place any starts.
Because both of those will require shipments in bulk.
Hey,
So perhaps we should start there. Unless we wanted to start with bopping people on the head.
let's get to bopping people. Let's ask questions first, then bop people on the head if the need arises.
Well, let's go see the neighbors.
All right, where are we off to?
We'll start with the blacksmiths because they're the ones who are most likely to be getting heavy goods in bulk. So that's the steel and steam.
Yeah. All right, we're looking for some horses. We're looking for a very special horse. Okay. Make your way down there. You see the lovely couple, Avi and Embrick, working away, doing their thing. Embrick says, "Welcome back. Is there anything that we can do for you?"
Good morning, neighbors. I have a question. As we're considering getting materials and that sort of thing for our remodeling, we're going to have to bring in some building materials and supplies and that sort of thing. I would imagine that you have a carting service that you use for bringing in your raw materials and such. Perhaps you could offer us a suggestion?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let me think here. Make me a. Let's call this like an investigation check. You tell is this is like the beginning of your investigation.
18.
Abby goes, "Hey, Embrick, tell them about the talking horse." Like, Embrick goes, "Oh, of course. I mean, everyone knows about like a talking horse. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. So yeah, let me tell you all about it because yeah, they provide a little cart service. There's this horse called Maxine." Does some, heavy carting services for the lower districts around here. Tavok Landing, Dura region, really. I could talk to her for you. I mean, she's as smart as anybody, and she's a pretty decent draft horse. She works hard.
That is fantastic. Do you know where's the good spot that's likely to run into her? We'll head right over there.
Well, she runs routes from this neighborhood to Tavok's Landing, or we're in Tavok's Landing, to Dura Ward. Only the perimeters, because everybody knows Lower Dura Ward's a shithole, so very careful going into that district. But does work in around here more in Tavok's Landing. I imagine if you look around, she's probably doing shipments today, or with some of the people nearby.
Okay, we'll take a perimeter and walk about, and we'll take a peek. See.
All right, good luck. But yeah, just stick to here, Lower Tavok's Landing. You'll find it, no problem.
Thank you kindly, neighbor.
No problem, neighbor. Yeah, you're gonna go look around Tavok's Landing. She should be close by. Whoever wants to take the head on it, make me a investigation check.
May I?
By all means, Telly.
Go ahead.
Damn decent of you. 23.
You fail. Anybody else would have succeeded. Okay. I'm kidding. It's super easy for you, Tally. How hard is it to find the fucking talking horse? Like, come on. And sure enough, you find a talking horse. You're like, all right, let's go find. You're like, look over there. And walking down the street, you see this horse all by itself, carrying heavy loads here and there. Such a great sight.
Maxine, hello.
Hello! Pleasure to meet you!
I'm Princess Selena Dewdrop of the Summer Court.
The horse does like a bow, a head bow.
Oh man, it's good to see you. I've been missing talking animals from home.
Oh, I didn't. You're telling me that there's a place in Eberron full of other talking animals like me?
I don't think it's in Eberron, but it's a place called the Feywilds.
I've never heard of I've never heard of a Feywild before. What's a Feywild?
Oh, let me tell you all about it. I'm so glad you asked.
Ah, fuck.
Okay, I'm listening excitedly.
Selena will go on as long as the horse allows her to tell her about.
I'm sure she's more than happy to hear about your magical tales of the Feywild and the mystery and the talking animals and your mother, the most beautiful fairy in all the world, and she listens rapidly for a while. It's probably your companions. Maybe you're getting a little bit more. As a reminder, to the rest of you anyway, because Selena, you don't care, this place she keeps calling the Feywild is more commonly known as Thalanis here in Eberron. And it's like, keep saying the Feywild, and you always have to be like, Feywild, oh, right, Thalanis. Or Thalanis, right. This is a fun fact.
Would Selena know that it's called Thalanis yet?
Yeah, you know it's called that now, but you just don't. Like if you were to go up to people and be like, the Feywild, they're going to be like, ah? But if you go Thalanis, there's a greater chance they'll know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I'll throw that in to Maxine that, like, you might know it's called Thalanis.
No, I don't. But it still sounds like a really cool... I'm just a horse. Nobody tells me any cool stories.
You're more
Well,
than just...
do they tell you any cool and interesting things that may be pertinent concerning Clan Boromor?
Make me a... Goes, Boromor clan? No, I don't know, Well, I'll ask you this. Is anybody wearing their...
Check this out, Maxine.
Whoa! Make me a persuasion check, Selena. I'll give you advantage because of you tell me.
Okay.
And your badge. Lots of reasons.
Sweet. We got a 19.
The horse goes, so you're here on behalf of the Sentinel Martials, huh?
Oh
See?
yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Oh, well, that's all right. Yeah, I can tell you what you're looking for. So, there's this halfling, and has this half-orc bodyguard I saw about 2 days ago. I picked them up at an intersection. I don't know which one, but I dropped them off at the Drunken Dragon. They were talking about hiring spies to root out House Tarkanan, hideouts in the city. As she begins to describe these individuals more in detail, you are all going to recognize one of them as the half-orc that got their ass beat the first day that you all met in the tavern. And the second one is the person you met just last night, Nero, who offered you a job.
Yeah. So wait. So the horse is telling us that it took 2 people associated with the Boromor clan for a ride to the
Drunken Dragon.
The Drunken Dragon, the half-orc, and the
halfling.
and this is me talking, and a halfling, and this is me above table. This is me describe, and this fits the description of the guy who talked with me last night.
Yes, this fits the description of Dabble Star Song.
Ah, interesting. Like Neil's just quietly listening, like, interesting.
Yeah, they were there. I don't know if they're still there, but Drunken Dragon.
Man, I sure would like to go pop them, but we're just information gathering.
Oh. Well, tell the Sentinel Martials I said hi.
We certainly will.
Well, I've got deliveries to make, but remember, you didn't hear it from me.
Oh, of course not. And we might hire your services later on. We're doing some renovations to our home.
Fantastic! Always happy to help for money.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, a lot.
Yep, money is great, because money gets me carrots, and I like carrots.
Oh, wait, here you go then. And she'll hand over a gold piece to Maxine. Thanks for all the help.
Maxine, takes in their teeth, brings her head around and puts them in a saddlebag over her shoulder, and goes, well, thank you very much. Well, I've got deliveries to make. I'll be seeing you.
Is she friends with Mr. Ed?
Who's Mr. Ed?
No, that Nero didn't say that.
Okay.
I have so many questions.
So Selena, what makes an animal learn how to talk?
Some people are born with it, or some creatures are born with it. Some creatures are turned into animals. Some people turn themselves into animals. Some people are cursed, or some creatures are cursed. I guess there's all sorts of reasons someone could speak, an animal could speak.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. It's relatively common where I come from. Would you like to hear more about it?
Let's talk on sure, go ahead, let's talk on the way back.
Okay. So, yeah, and she'll tell you all about talking animals from the Feywild.
Are you an animal?
Me? No, I'm a fairy. I'm a fairy princess.
I can
That's
see
not a
that, but
species, though.
You never know.
Is a fairy princess a subsection of fairy?
Did he just get censored? What just happened there? Are you a subsection of?
Is a fairy princess a subsection of fairy?
Yes, a very special one, and there's only very few in the realm.
How many?
Oh, I've got a few siblings. Would I know how many fairy princesses there are, Brian?
How many siblings do you have?
No, you... Numbers aren't that important.
You
probably don't know them all now.
How many siblings do you have?
Sorry.
Enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
My mom and dad like to, they're very fond of each other.
Okay, let's
Okay, I see. Now they have a happy marriage then.
Benric,
Okay.
where did the Silver Flame need us to report to?
Maybe I'll give you a history check there, Telly, to see if you know where you would find Sentinel Martial office.
I think.
Can I make one too? But not answer.
Sure, go ahead. What did you get, Telly?
7.
7? Yeah, you're not really sure.
21, low key.
So, Tally, you would know that the House Deneth's major enclave is a fortress in Upper Tavok's Landing called the Three Towers.
Hmm.
And it would be helpful to tell,
Hmm.
right?
I
Especially
suppose.
considering that you are also an agent of Helstonese.
I guess so. Damn it, these ties. We could try going to the three towers. You know.
Okay.
Cool.
Hey, Nero, can you find us a shortcut to there from here? I don't
Oh yeah,
know. It's
sure.
a
Three Tower.
really long walk.
Yeah, 3 towers. I've heard of that, right, Ryan?
Make me a history check at advantage because you're a local.
Okay.
It's your
Nero's got the fucking cheat codes, man.
well, he's a urchin, so
Good thing I have advantage.
all he had to do was not have a family.
18.
Nothing
That's all
like
it took?
an orphan to help you know the city better. Yeah, you're aware of the three towers. You've been aware.
Yeah, I think I know the general direction. Let's get going.
Oh, by the way, I think I recognize the half-orc bodyguard that Maxine was talking about, but I'm not sure who the halfling is.
Boromor clan's got a lot of halflings.
You might be one of the ones that was there when we were at the Drunken Dragon. There were a whole bunch of halflings in that group that were exceptionally obstreperous. So
Well,
Yeah.
this one sounds important because he's got a bodyguard.
that's true.
Hero, know of any important halflings in the Boromor clan?
I mean, there are a lot of gangs in the city with a lot of they have a lot of bodyguards. Halflings, I don't know.
Halflings in the Boromar clan? Nah.
Would I know anything about that?
Because Mira just lied. Is that a...
I'm also
Would
currently
you-
investigating this.
Would because you know that above table, would Selena have a mind to insight him?
No, would passive insight figure out? No, never mind.
I have a passive insight of 16 and am currently investigating this. Could I?
It's a fair point. So I'll remind everybody about my new passive or my passive rules. I put it in the rule docs. You need to be doing you need to like be doing something that involves, a passive look. So if you're like, I'll keep watch for the night, passive perception, or you're keeping an eye out for traps in a dungeon, passive perception. If you're like, yeah, invest. Yes, in this case, Benrig, I'll give it to you. What's your passive insight?
16. I could also
16?
make an insight check if you'd like.
Now we'll stick with the 16. Nero, make me a deception check.
Okay. 23.
No one's. Yep.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like,
I don't know. I think.
I don't know. Maybe some.
Cool. Yeah, a lot of gangs. Interesting. Well, I suppose to the three towers it is.
And on the way there, I'll play a little marching tune because I can, and I will specifically inspire Nero and Princess Selena.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
You both
that's-
have inspiration.
Well, thank you.
Okay, I think I found a cool thing that might serve as the three towers. Let's see. Okay, you guys are going to make your way up. Let's see if anybody tries to kill you on the way there. It's only going to take a half hour thanks to, well, actually, Tapic's landing is pretty big. So that one's going to be considered half an hour. Going up, that's 15. So it takes about an hour, but it could have taken much longer. But you guys elect for using your feet. You see some Orion carriages go by, some flying mounts, some sky coaches. But perhaps the pouches
This
are
is
sitting
very
there.
uncharacteristic of Princess Selena Dewdrop.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, if we're gonna go bop heads later, we should get stretched out and warmed up before we do that. That way we don't hurt ourselves while we're hurting somebody else.
Mhm.
Benric,
I don't need
like,
to stretch
tries
out.
to stretch in his like full armor. Yeah, that's good.
Based on what I saw in the warehouse, Telly, you should stretch.
Ooh. Yeah, you gotta stretch more as you get older.
It was
I've heard that
dark.
a lot.
I couldn't see the railing. Okay. We're not talking about this.
Do you
That's
stretch
what the noise was while I was going through the door.
See what the fuck you've done, Yarlin.
Oh no, guys.
We're walking. We're moving. We're moving.
Oh
we're
no,
walking.
bro.
As you're moving and walking through Lower Talbot's
Uh-oh.
Landing, making your way up, Nero takes you down a back street. And
Uh-oh.
as you're walking down that back street,
This was his plan all along.
there's a sound from up above before anyone can do anything. Benrig is covered in the contents of a second floor window chamber pod.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, that's. Oh no! Hold on.
Oh, what is it? What is
Oh
it?
God! Okay,
What
hold
is
on.
it?
Wait! Don't stop moving! Stop moving! Hold on!
Ah!
Stop moving! Stop moving! Damn it! Stop
Keep
moving!
your eyes closed and your
Don't-
nose
you don't
shut.
want to know. No, hold on. No, hold on. And I cast prestidigitation on him.
It takes a little. It takes a little bit of time. Well, it's a 5 foot cube that you can do it in. So you just kind of go, and suddenly into the ground below. Maybe you have to hit him one more time because he's a dwarf. He's just a little bit above 5 feet. You manage to, you manage to like generally clean Benrig. Prestidigitation isn't like a deep isn't like a deep water based.
I will never be cleaned of this.
But you get the parts. You get the most of it.
He's gonna need a shower and a deep wash, but like it should be presentable for now.
You dry him. You get the solid pieces off of him.
They
but
need
the
to chew their
smell is
food
very
better.
much there, and there are some stains.
You gotta advice about Sean. You gotta watch below and above. Although usually people do the decency of yelling, "Watch out below" before tossing their crap out.
And Benric, that's why disposing of your trash over the thing isn't very ethical.
I understand. I supervised, and that is my fault.
One thing's for certain: people in Sharn definitely don't chew their food well.
The sovereign host has punished Benrig for his.
Okay, now you two, have we learned our lesson? Looking at the two goblins.
Are they there? Selena, do you bring them around with you?
yeah.
I would assume so.
Oh, I thought they were clean to go. What lesson?
If I see you throw one more thing out the window, you will follow it.
Hey, I don't fucking work for you, man. You paying my bills? Tell him, Princess Selena Dewdrop. We work for you, right?
Well, I mean,
Don't do this to us.
you just have a good point. That was pretty gross.
Well, we're not hawking. Well, that was that one time.
Were these the goblins that tossed that out?
No, the goblins
No,
are walking with you in the street.
Okay, I'm confused. I was confused. Sorry.
Ari's like, all right, the princess says so that we can continue to be paid and not killed. And this is definitely not indentured servitude. We will not throw trash refuse or bodily fluids off of high balconies again. Even though that's clearly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, where else does it go?
Well, yeah, what do we want me to do with it? Put it in Nero's room?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Wait, what? Wait, why should I? Wait, well, no. Hold up a second. Why does that gotta be in my room?
You can get some new friends, buddy. Some new friends and family. Let's go.
As I'm walking, I silently pray for forgiveness.
Okay.
Wait, are they throwing the crap in my room?
They shrug at you and walk by.
No. You do not throw the crap in my room.
Yeah, the boss said so, and we're not allowed to throw it out like an old
Selena told them not to throw it in my room.
Well, they gotta make a point. Where else does it go? And you're used to living in conditions like that.
We will
I'm
handle
sorry,
this
I don't
when
live
we
in
get back to
shit.
the condo. Everyone, we
Like-
will handle this later.
Selena, Selena, I'm gonna teach you something. You want to know something about the world here and Sean and Corvair, Eberron?
Sure, okay.
Oh, I wanna listen.
When you're really mad at someone, but you can't say it, and say it's this is what you do, and this is what you do, and I stand beside her, and I put up the middle finger into the air. You point this at someone, okay?
You ever seen one of those?
No, not where I'm from.
Exactly.
It's a splendid gesture.
Well, welcome to Eberron, and I don't know if I could put them up.
Wait a second. You're doing that to me. Nero.
Like, no, please, you're royalty. I'd never.
It was just a mere demonstration.
Exactly. Yeah, you hold. Yes, Lena. When you're mad at someone, you do it like this.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let it slide this time.
Exactly. So let's get going to the Three Towers, and Benrig, watch where you're stepping.
If I cast mage armor on myself, will it clean me up?
No. Sorry.
Hey,
Okay, well I do it anyways, hoping it will.
Alright, do you have armor on already?
Yep.
Your mage armor does nothing.
Cool. Awesome.
No.
I pray for more forgiveness.
You get your spell slot back.
Oh, I could help you, Henrik.
I'll take some.
It's okay. It's more of a hit to the ego of anything.
Oh, well, I'd like to help if I could.
Go ahead.
Yay, okay. And she'll cast Druidcraft and make flowers sprout like in the joints of your armor, and you'll smell like flowers.
Oh, nice.
Flowers and shit.
You now smell both of
Tolerable.
shit and flowers.
Tolerable.
Yeah.
Hey, Benrick. As we're walking, Tally will kind of walk beside you. Reach to put a hand on your back, then retract it. And then he'll say, hey man, it doesn't matter how much you pray. Okay? You're stained.
No, Jesus.
Is this what it's like, Talenta?
Benrig, I was given some good advice when I was younger. The gods help those who help themselves.
It's not wrong. That is not.
Yeah, it's a religion.
Let's get going.
Viatelli will kind of stage whisper to Princess Lena. I don't think roses were the best choice. They have thorns. And he's wearing armor. That's gonna get pinchy.
But they're pretty.
Thank you again, Princess.
You're welcome, Henrik.
This party's on one today. Oh, yeah. I love it.
You got some good RP going.
Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, you guys survive the travel, being a little stinkier and good smelling at the same time as you travel upward, at least one of you. And you make your way into, let's see here, I'm just getting it out, Three Towers, Upper Tavix Landing. You find yourself suddenly emerging. Oh, you've been here before. This self-contained city catering to the finest nobles who live here. Fine housing, skilled services, and luxurious mercantile districts. Yeah, it's incredible. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. As you guys approach the district, Who here is in fine clothes?
Selena.
In what?
Fine
clothes?
Most definitely not.
Nope.
The Sharn God is gonna go, halt, halt, halt. Whoa, where do you think you're going dressed like that? Looking at Fenrig, Nero, and Tally.
Just like what?
Like that. This is a district only for the highest noble class. If you want to get into the district, you're going to need to dress up at least a little bit.
Yeah, we're here
This
to see
is
somebody.
official house beneath business. Apologies for our attire, and I'll show my badge.
I'll let you in, but be warned, you perhaps will be fined if not dressed well enough.
Okay.
And do you have licenses for all these weapons?
Yes. Yeah. I got
Apparently
license for spells.
Well, very well, proceed in, but I'm warning you ahead of time. You may be fined and extracted from the district.
Okay. Hold on a sec here. And Nero will disguise self of himself in finer clothing.
Huh.
Oh, yes,
So this
that will do most excellently, sir. Please be welcome.
They can't really fine
Okay, thank you.
a government official, can they?
So
Oh,
I
they
can
certainly
work
can.
here, but I can't enter here. This is the equivalent of having to pay for parking at your own work.
Correct.
Fenric, I have a dress that might fit you. It's very pretty.
Thank you, princess. I appreciate it. But, no thank you.
You're right. I think the armor suits you better.
I mean, buying some finer clothes wouldn't be the worst thing. I mean, at least they would not smell like shit.
The law requires.
Yes, I love your outfit as well, Talenta.
This is excellence.
Now, listen, I'd love to let you in, but the law requires inhabitants to dress. It takes a little scroll paper. In a manner that upholds the solemn dignity of this proud ward. And he puts it back.
The disguise self makes it look like the clothing a distinguished noble would wear. I've seen him walk down the street before. Like something what's his name? The guy we saved? Not Falloon,
Kalen?
Tails?
Galen.
Oh.
Yeah. I dress like Galen would wear.
Okay. Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're most certainly just dressed with dignity. Excellent. But you two.
And let's just say someone did try to find any of this party who happen, as my colleague spoke, are on official business of the council. Would that not be obstructing in some fashion?
Make a persuasion check.
$16?
It's true that as you are agents of House Beneath by the Sentinel Martials, are technically empowered with certain ability to move forth. By all means, please enter the ward, but as I said, I warn you that someone may fine you for your poor dress.
How much does a fine usually go?
15
Gold.
minimum.
How much does a dress cost?
Depends on the dress, but if it's a fine dress, 15 gold minimum.
Oh,
So wait, you make us pay a fine that doesn't allow us to buy the thing that you're fining us for?
You are more than welcome, sir, to purchase fine wares in another district. If you want to go directly to one of the fine outfitters here, I would be more than happy to escort agents of House Beneath and ensure that any law enforcement that would wish to fine you knows that you are on the way to get the fine clothing, and I will be more than happy to escort you to the establishment, so long as you show me some gold, so that I know that you can afford. Such a tie. Looking like that, one might question.
We'll be on our way.
Well, by all means, Lord Fiallan, you are more than welcome into the district, as are you two.
These are my undercover agents. We'll be on our way.
Very well, sir. Have a good day. And you guys leave.
You should
As we're walking away, I say, I want to take his clothes.
Look, come on.
They weren't that nice.
We may need to find a way to save up some cash for fine clothes when we come in and out of here.
I feel like we haven't gotten any money in days.
That's why we're working on this.
Well,
I agree. Lead the way, Viatelli.
yeah. Pardon my French, but if we keep on fucking around with these highborns, then we're not gonna have any to spare.
Gotta spend money to make money. I heard someone say that once.
Not
Who said
wrong.
that? No. Stand aside. Who said that? Who said that to you?
Oh, just someone here in Eberron. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that when you were buying something, Princess?
Yeah. Was it?
Well, yeah, I guess I was buying ale at a tavern. So, yeah.
It's funny how that works.
Okay, well, to the towers.
And Viatelli will walk towards the front as the spearhead. And if I see a guard, he will kind of double step to go talk to that guard while everybody else keeps moving along.
Alright, so you make your way through the ward, trying to your best to cover Tally and Benrig. Tell you what, let's make this a group check to see if you can make it through the ward successfully.
Okay.
Let's call this, I'm gonna have different checks for different people.
Charisma-based stuff.
Ooh. Benrig and Tally, I need stealth checks from you two. You may use charisma instead of dexterity if you wish.
Well, shit.
And I will say Miro, Viatelli, and Selena, you three may make either deception checks or performance checks.
I have made my stealth check.
Alright, what is it?
25.
Ooh!
Not horrible, all things considered. 15 still.
Alright, you're else.
I got 15 deception.
Nice.
10 performance.
Nice.
22 performance.
As expected.
Nice. Yeah, you guys come out pretty good, man. You average out at 17. Selena's a little on the lower end. She's like, don't mind the stinky man over here. Or something like that. But,
Like picks off one of the flowers, gives it to someone.
Yeah.
Oh, how wonderful! Oh dear.
See, he smells fine. But Nero and Viatelli especially, you guys are very good at heading off anyone of interest to the less than dressed Benrig and Tally. But Tally, you just like move through the shadows. You don't even like you didn't know that there were back streets here in this district. But Tally, you find them.
Mm-hmm. I picture like we're walking. There's like a mass of people, and then there's like a guard about to like stop me, and then he just like makes him look somewhere else, and then like he turns, and then like he's just like on the back rolling with him, and just walks past. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. You guys managed to make it through the district to Three Towers. I'm going to do a little editing to this place because it isn't technically supposed to be a tropical paradise, but we're working hard.
an oceanfront property?
Yeah, it's not. It's in fact quite not at all an ocean.
I mean, with the amount of upcharging, you would have me convinced.
Yeah, you'd be convinced. Maybe. Okay, come on, wake yeah, fucker. I just want it to look good. I want it to look good for my players.
We can use our imagination.
No, you can't. Not without my help.
Not for $25, we can't.
My imagination? I ain't used that thing in a while. God fucking know it.
Imagination. Whether I don't know what nation that's from, but I don't want to go there.
Yeah, for real.
That's funny, actually. Sounds like a communist country! Alright. Whatever. It's fine. Kind of sucks, but we're gonna work with it. Because it's got a tower. And we like towers, and that's how 3 Towers looks. You guys come to, as I said, 3 Towers. Let me explain it to you a little bit here. You come to the Fortress Enclave of House Beneath, marked with the regalia of their house across the outside of this fortress. You are allowed inside, for you have the badges necessary. One tower seems to be a garrison that is marked with the sigils of the Blade Mark mercenary force. That seems to partially police Upper Tavik's Landing. The second is dedicated to what seems to be house business, training halls, which is where you guys will be going, to meet with the Sentinel Martials, but you also see off to the side a beautiful private mansion that seems to be a part of the Deneth Enclave. Very nice. But you guys make your way over for Sentinel Martial business, and you find your way to their office, where you are going to find the other sister. Very hard to tell, but you do. Layla the Deneth, who is similarly in she's dressed a little differently, but has the same long black trench coat, and is working at her desk. And she says, "Oh, hi. What's that? What's that smell?"
But it's a long story. Don't worry. I don't smell anything.
She goes, "Sure, whatever." Looks at Benrick pointedly and returns her attention to you guys, and says, welcome. How did it go?"
We found Maxine. She's absolutely lovely.
She is, isn't she? What did she have to tell you?
Well, she told us about a halfling that has a half-orc bodyguard. She picked them up at a crossroads and dropped them off at the Drunken Dragon, and they were talking about hiring spies to root out House Tarkanan.
Do you get their identities, by chance?
Oh, we know who the half-orc bodyguard is.
Who is that?
Well, I mean, we kind of know of them. We saw them get their ass beat at a tavern one night.
Oh. Do you know which tavern?
The Drunken Dragon.
Oh. Sounds like we need to keep an eye on the Drunken Dragon. It might be an outpost for Boromor activities then. What about physical descriptions? Anything like that?
Yeah. And sorry, Viatelli, go ahead.
Well, I will attempt a minor illusion based on the descriptions that Maxine gave us, and we saw the half orc the other night, so that one will obviously be better.
Fair enough. Most excellent. I think this is more than sufficient for the job. Thank you very much for all of your good work. Now, I do have options for you for payment. I'd be more than happy to pay you all out, what did we say? I could pay you out with a spell scroll that I have. It's not terribly valuable, but if you gave me some time, I'm sure I could requisition some funds from House Beneath for your apartments.
That would help. So what kind of spell scroll are we talking about?
It's frankly nothing of grand power. It's a spell scroll of Burning Hands.
Oh, interesting.
It's fine in a pinch.
We already have one of those.
Oh,
w-
well, you know,
what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You go first, friend.
So which do you prefer? A first level spell scroll or funding for your apartments?
Quick
Yes, Nero?
question, Ryan.
Yeah.
Anyone can use a spell. I'm sorry. This is Derek speaking.
Okay.
Who? Anyone can use a spell scroll, correct?
No.
Okay, good. Anyone can use a spell scroll. Well, oh, no one can. Not everyone can use a spell scroll.
Okay, hang on, let me answer the question.
Okay, sorry.
You can, it has to be on your spell list. So if it's a wizard spell, you must have access to a wizard spell list. But a lot of spells can be accessed by multiple spell lists. So as a sorcerer, Nero, I believe Burning Hands is off of the sorcerer list. You do not need to have access to the spell, but it does need to come from your spell list.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So you just need the spell slot.
No. You need the access to the spell from your spells. So hypothetically, Nero could cast Meteor Storm at this level. There is a very high DC check required if he attempted to use such a spell scroll to interpret it.
Oh.
Could, so long as it comes from the sorcerer's spell list.
Kind of like how Scanlan used the gate spell on what's his face?
The Boriso, the White Dragon.
The White Dragon, yep.
Yeah, like in the show, he was like struggling to use the scroll. The explanation there would be like it's on the bard's spell list, but he's not a high enough level to comprehend it very well.
Mm-hmm.
It is on the sorcerer spell list.
Yeah, so you could cast it with ease, Nero, but it would burn the spell scroll once it's done.
So I would think that the assistance with the apartments would be a more significant boon.
I wouldn't say no to that.
Then that is what you'll have. Do you have I suspect House Galanda. Do you have a contact with House Galanda that I might make contact with for arrangements?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we met a lady, Galanda lady, and where you get all the forms from.
Oh, excellent.
Jarvina
Oh, very well.
of the Dawnbringer Guild.
Understood. Makes sense. I will make contact with her and organize to take care of some funds on your behalf. Smashing.
And if we come across some additional information regarding some of the Boromor operatives, we will certainly bring that to your attention. We have some other related activities that are on our docket for the day.
By all means. By all means. Take your time. It was good communicating with you, and I will contact you when I have another job for you. But this was excellently helpful. Thank you very much.
And thank you.
One of the goblins are going to say, "Oh, princess, by the way, letter came from, all of you. So here." He'll take it out of his pocket and hand it to you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Tag. I guess. I don't know. I don't know which one to me. I'll open the letter.
Okay, you open the letter. It's a letter from the very same House Galanda, the Dragon Tail Guild. I believe that's what they just said. Sorry if I'm wrong. Basically saying that they were indeed contacted by the Vulcan family, which you know to be the family in charge of the Emerald Enclave, and they have deposited funds for repairs. So they have the Emerald Enclave The Wardens of the Wood have currently made basically a payment deposit for repairs for your home. When you're ready to get those started, you need only contact House Galanda.
How much?
They provided 650 gold pieces for repairs.
What the fuck?
That's pretty good.
They promised me like $2,000.
How much did they give us again?
They didn't give you anything. They gave House Galanda 650 gold pieces so they could begin repairs on your penthouse.
Not bad. Nice.
This is fucking highway road.
650 pieces. That you call that highway robbery?
Yeah, when you know what? I'm not explaining this to you.
All right, fine. If the roof's not going to leak anymore, I'm saying I'm all for it.
Indoor plumbing, nothing. No indoor plumbing. That's a service deposit.
Of course.
But hey, Denise is going to cover some of that, so there you go.
Benrick, where are we going to bonk some heads?
You're muted. Yeah, right.
What?
Nothing. Sorry.
The
Old
silver-
habits.
Flame indicated that we were supposed to head somewhere to re-educate some of the warring criminal.
Yes, it was in Lower Dura.
Of course it was.
I'm speeding home.
And we're supposed to make whose day a bad day? I wasn't completely caffeinated when you were sharing that this morning.
Of
My
course, no
my
problem.
apologies.
No problem. It's in Lower Tavok's Landing. We need to either contact Clan Boromor or House Tarkanan, and somehow establish peace between them, or at least a message to be sent on behalf of House Tarkanan and the Church of the Silver Flame.
That's peace between them, between the gangs. That sounds like a high order.
Of course, I think that is an option, unfortunately, for not. But
Oh,
Just as a note, yeah, they don't need you to go end the gang wars permanently. They just want you to like find an isolated, like find basically a skirmish, break it up, and like send a warning. That was basically what they want.
also,
Okay.
Ryan, where exactly is the Red Cloak Battalion located in relation to here? I imagine pretty close, right?
It's not too far. It's in the central district. It's in the middle central district, which is,
There's multiple central districts.
if you were to, well, there's upper, middle, and lower, just like every other district. They're all divided between upper, lower, and middle. So you guys are in upper north edge, I believe it was. Oh, it was upper Tavok's Landing. So, I mean, it's a bit of a walk, but it's not like the other side of the city.
Well, and if we've got to go to Dura, and we're in Tavok's Landing, and we got to go to Central, it's sort of on the way.
One would think.
It is true. If you got to go to the lower district anyway, it's on the way.
Okay. Well, I suppose cat's out of the bag. Let's go see the Red Cloak Battalion.
But why do we need to see the Red Cloak Battalion?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they contacted us.
my eyes lock with yours.
When did that happen?
That's not important.
Was this while I was asleep?
Yeah. I didn't get the chance to tell you.
Have you ever actually been awake, Nero?
It feels. What was that via telling?
Have you ever actually been awake?
Ooh, that's
a
too
big-
deep. That's too deep.
That's a bigger question. That big question I'm ready to answer.
What are you smoking on,
Look,
Bjarlin?
what's
Nothing that you can afford.
I'll have you know, my lifestyle choice is a personal one. All right.
keep telling yourself that, buddy, and a pat him on the
Oh.
back.
I don't want to hear shit from you.
Oh man. Well, this Red Cloak Battalion sounds really cool. They get to bop people all the time, and that's one of my favorite things to do. So I think we should go see them.
Well,
Do we know?
we will see them on our way to actually go bop some folks. So
Yes, perfect. This day's shaping up.
Have you ever wondered where this violence comes from?
Well, there's actually quite a bit of violence in the Feywilds.
Oh,
It's not very
that's
safe.
sort of my understanding as well.
oh,
The
like
the various factions in the Feywild are obstreperous,
What's that mean?
combative.
Okay, like to lock horns. Okay.
yeah, that's what that means, Nero. Yeah.
I didn't know what that word meant either, so yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't alone.
No.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, definitely not. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go. So you're gonna go see the Red Cloak Battalion at the Citadel on the way to go bop some folks in Lower North Edge?
Yeah.
Lord Dura.
Or Lower
Yeah.
Durham, excuse me.
Yeah, wherever I
South
may have
side Chicago.
described it incorrectly.
Yeah, you gotta go to the pit, Lower Dura, if you're gonna go take people out. Absolutely.
I thought we were going to the Red Cloak
We're
We
going
are.
there on the way. Yeah.
Battalion.
It's if you think about a cylinder, we're going from like the top of the cylinder through the middle to the lower side. We're
Threading
going
the
that way.
needle, some might say.
Indeed, threading the needle. And
Well, if anyone's
conveniently, we
already-
have a fantastic local guide who will make it not an onerous arrangement.
I wonder if anyone's
why-
tried to
that's
jump
why
from
keep
the
me-
top to the bottom.
They probably have tried.
You want to be the probably 4,237th one?
Maybe not willingly though. But hey, they've jumped before.
And some
I'll
are
do it if you
pushed.
do it.
Perhaps
No.
another day till I'm
All right.
All right.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, you guys are wandering. Nero, you are going to take the party to the Citadel, which lies in Middle Central. But with your skills, your urchin skills, because you were poor and had no family, you will know very well how to get there.
Yeah, being poor
There you
Yep, no
no
parents.
family that gives you the ability to memorize a map really well.
Everyone knows
Yeah,
being
no
poor
family,
gives
no-
you superpowers.
Yeah.
really good at bus routes.
All right,
It makes you good
you-
with maps.
Public
Exactly.
transit.
Exactly. So,
You're going to make your way to. It's going to take 45 minutes to make your way through the city. Let's see how that goes for you guys. As you're walking across the bridge that connects Tabix Landing with. Oh, that's a good point. It's going to be longer than that because you got to go to Memphis and then Central. So it's going to take an hour to get there. So as you're crossing the bridge from Memphis to Central, you guys are going to be walking. You're going to hear. "Ah!"
Feather fall anyone?
4,724.
Oh man. Can I try to catch him?
You look.
They're gone.
Oh.
So after your small banter with Tally and Nell, they may have come by. You want to look down and see if you can catch them?
Sure, yeah.
You look down, and you see him kind of like float down one of the bridges. You go, oh man.
You're one of the lucky ones.
You call this lucky? You call this lucky? I'll
Hey,
go
Ryan.
down fucking all the way from upper.
Let's keep walking. Come,
Hey,
let's-
Hey, Ryan, would I know why he's gently falling like that? Would I know what this is?
Make me a, I guess this is another history check. Give you advantage because you're local.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
Yes. You guys would know that they don't build a tower this high without, well, you would know, and maybe Viatelli too, would know that you don't build a tower this high without, certain safety precautions, which include anti-fucking dying spells from falling. So, a lot of people will invest in what is known as feather tokens. They are little one-time pops that give you a feather fall. They're very common to purchase.
No way.
Eberron, or in Sharn anyway. Additionally, there are certain, there's also so many bridges, but the chances of falling from a district and hitting the ground down on Earth is so slim. And I believe there's also sort of feather fall enchantments put on the bridges themselves.
So they're like safety nets to help catch people, basically.
So it's very hard to actually fall off a bridge and die, or even it's very easy to get hurt. It's hard to get damaged.
Is there one of those billboards that has a counter that reset, but then the guy got saved and then it goes back up?
Probably not, because it would be a waste of funds, because it would just be 0 every day, forever.
I want to push someone now.
She's like, yeah, maybe, let's go, keep walking, maybe later,
But I'll tell you what, if you're interested, Tally, as you're looking around, you will find a newspaper from the Sharn Inquisitive that details a story about someone falling. And I will post it for you guys on Roll20.
No way.
Falling and dying?
You'll have to read to find out.
I don't really like reading.
5 silver.
There's your handout. There's your newspaper article.
Where?
It's Roll20.
Oh.
I can post it in Zoom.
Yeah, I can read it if you want.
I haven't used Roll20 since 2020.
Okay, I'll read it for you guys. Just this week, a Brailish woman in the middle of Central was squashed to death when a drunk siren man fell on her from the upper wards. He survived. A good Brailish woman, a veteran of the last war, cushioned his fall. This incident isn't the first of its kind. Last month, a clumsy warforged crushed 2 innocent halfling lovers. Before that, a shifter thief fell from a tower, injuring an unsuspecting griffin. I propose a new law. No traveling in the middle or upper wards without a feather token. These affordable trinkets are all that stands between our safety and a death caused by some rat who would rather spend gold on drink.
I bet you that was written by the fucking Featherfall Token Institute. Yep. The Syndicate.
Big Featherfall.
Big Featherfall.
Here's the truth of the matter is, yes, there is the feather tokens that are good insurance if you can afford them, as the article says. As for the bridges, there aren't any anti-falling things on those. Unfortunately, they were miraculously expensive. However, there's so many bridges in Sharn, the chances of you falling anything more than 100 feet is very slim, so don't worry.
Okay.
So the most you'll ever fall is about 100 feet between bridges, which is, I'm sure, very comforting.
Has that ever happened to me before?
That's 10d6, that's that.
You would be dead.
Yeah,
At this level? Definitely.
no, but I've ever fallen off a tower and been caught by one of those featherfall spells.
Oh, but there you go. The bridges in the upper and middle wards are indeed enchanted with featherfall effects. Anything in the lower districts, and you go squat.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
everything in the lower wards, like there's no chance that a featherfall token will save you?
Oh, no. The
No,
featherfall
featherfall
token will save
Oh.
you, but the bridges in middle and upper districts are enchanted with featherfall effects. Any of the bridges in the lower districts are not.
So let me get this right?
Yeah.
So the featherfall tokens,
Yeah.
anyone can purchase them. They sound very good,
Yeah.
but only the lower wards don't have featherfall enchantments just off rip. So what you're telling me is these featherfall tokens are basically a fucking fee for the poor.
Basically, if you're poor, don't fall.
Yeah.
It's like health insurance, you know? What happens if I don't have health insurance? Oh, don't get sick.
They're trying to get rid of the poorer people so that the whole city is just rich people.
Yeah.
Population control.
As long as you don't go. How many people go jumping off bridges?
Well,
It's a very
A story for
simple
another day.
principle. There was once this house Galanda sage named Darwin.
Darwin.
Darwin de Galanda.
Okay. What about this,
And
Galinda?
he posited that the folks who do incredibly stupid things are actually furthering the improvement and betterment of the society in which they are in because they don't reproduce. It's kind of a law. Kind of like the
Okay.
law of gravity.
Apparently, if you're rich, you can break all the laws you want around here. They got feather falls enchanted on the bridges.
Or if you just happen to be Princess Selena Dewdrop and can't fall.
It pays to have wings.
Wings are pretty nice.
Yeah.
So, what does these red badge of courage folks want from
As far
You too.
as I've been made aware, they sound like, at least in their mind, that they're cleaning up the city of Sharn and abroad from dark forces. So
Yeah, they're even more elite than your King's Battalion or King's
Citadel.
Citadel.
I imagine like I'm the goblin. Who's just constantly giving Selena like little like witchy misses things.
it's a very literate goblin you got there.
I'm a noble, I'll have you know.
And you're working for 2 silvers a day?
Yeah, I've fallen out with my family. I told them I make it big without them.
How's that working out for you?
Pretty good. I mean, I'm in the service of a princess.
It's
Okay.
true.
Yeah. Fair.
So here's a question. What's the difference between the King's Battalion and the red
Red
badge
Cloak
people?
Battalion and the King's Citadel.
Yeah, the King's. Yeah, those guys. What's the difference between them again?
Are you asking the goblin to be funny, or are you asking like just general?
Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm just asking.
Oh, okay. As far as I'm led to believe, the Red Cloak Battalion is the best of the best of the best. Kind of like a special operations unit within the overarching organization of the King's Army.
Yeah, they're elite boppers. I want to join them so bad. I hope
Okay. Look at the top dogs.
I heard they have a height requirement.
I'd cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Oh, wait a minute. And what's the King Citadel?
They're
I'm sorry?
not cool. King Citadel is actually kind of lame.
Because they won't let
Okay.
they don't because they don't want you to
Okay.
join.
All right. Okay, Mr. Brailish citizen, let me tell you about your country.
I've been in Sharn my whole life.
Yeah, I know. That's
Have
Brailish.
you?
The King's Citadel is the elite military and intelligence agency service that serves at the pleasure of King Bornelior Wynard of Braylon. So they're like the elite military. This isn't the army. This isn't the Watch. This is like elite military. This is like the Marines. These are the secret agents. These guys are top shit. And there is different subsections of the King's Citadel: the King's Swords, the King's Shield, the King's Wands. Depending on your skill set, you might get divvied into one of them. Now, the Red Cloak Battalion is essentially the best of the best of the best. They are Top Gun. They are the greatest warriors in all of Braylon. Warriors and mages come together to take on threats that are too much for even the elite special forces of Braylon, of the King's Citadel. So they are like, and there's only a handful of them. There's like less than 100 of them because it's such an elite group.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pretty cool.
So they technically outrank the King Citadel.
Military dream team is what the Red Cloak Battalion is.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dope as fuck.
They want our help.
Yeah. Like if you picture the police as like, you know, the king's militia or whatever.
Citadel.
And Watch.
Oh yeah, Citadel.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the Red Cloak Battalion would be closer to like the FBI or the CIA.
SWAT.
It sounds more like the
Or
Citadel
SWAT.
is the FBI and the Red Cloak Battalion are the Green Berets.
They're like the Army Rangers.
Okay.
We're
start
taking it out of
getting
scope. I'm trying to keep
imposters.
it law enforcement.
Yeah. But thinking. Okay. What we're thinking this probably.
Down here, Sharn's Watch. These are the guardsmen of Sharn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Citadel, elite military and secret service. Up there, Red Cloak Battalion, badass, best of the best, greatest warriors in Braylon.
Mm-hmm. SEAL Team 6. Yeah.
Sure, whatever that is.
What? Okay.
You have no idea what the.
Don't let
No,
us.
no,
Don't
no,
let
he's
them
Canadian.
go into
He's
it.
Canadian.
Don't
He's
let them
Canadian.
go into
He's
it.
Canadian. He's Canadian. It's okay. There'll be another state soon enough.
No. Wait a minute here. Hey, he's joking, right?
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna take a break until
You gotta believe he's joking. We love you, Canada.
no,
that's probably the
you guys
best.
reach the Citadel. We will take a break. When we return, we'll get to it.
All right. See you later, fellow citizens.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh look, Selena, it's sounds like Smokey.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey.
Is Selena just gonna keep adding more and more titles to her name? Deputy Princess Selena Dewdrop? Because I'm in favor of it.
Yeah,
As I collect them, I'll add them to my name. Yeah.
Yeah. That Skyrim completionist mindset. I shall be the master of the Mages Guild, the Fighters Guild, the Assassins Guild, and the Thieves Guild,
Yeah.
and the military.
But not the King Citadel, apparently.
Not the King Citadel. Sorry, you're not a nationalist.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the Red Cloak Battalion says.
I can't wait for the Red Cloak Battalion, dude.
Okay, let's find out about Red Cloak Battalion.
Okay, you guys, come to the Citadel of Sharn, the Fortress of Steel and Secrets. Not that it's called that, I just thought it'd be fun to add that. Perched in the upper reaches of Sharn's middle district Middle Central District. There it is. In the Ambassador Towers, rises a bastion of law amid the city, forever teetering on the edge of chaos. The dark stone. Oh, okay. Let's take it easy here. It's more like a fortress than a tower. Its sheer angular profile defies the city's otherwise. Oh my God, I can't speak. I'm so sorry. Otherwise flamboyant spires. Its walls are forged from Karnathi stone, imported during the reign. Oh, I freaking don't know about this. The Citadel serves as the headquarters of the King's Citadel, the Crown's elite military and intelligence agency. It also is the home of the Red Cloak Battalion, and well known to be Braylon's maximum security prison, on top of everything.
Yeah.
Some of the most dangerous criminals in Braylon are held here.
What is this place called again?
The Citadel. So, as you approach the gates, you're going to see a couple of warriors wearing blue cloaks held together with brooches with a bear on it. Silver brooch with a bear head on it. They wield a variety of weapons, but they say, first and foremost, halt. Who comes to enter the Citadel?
Deputy Princess Lena Dewdrop.
I see. Deputy of what?
The Sentinel Martials. But we're here for the Red Cloak Battalion.
And they go, you're the Platinum Watch, then?
Deputized. That's true.
Okay. Right. Okay, come with me. You guys are brought into this very large tower that holds multiple floors dedicated to multiple factions within the Braylish military. There are the King's Swords, the King's Shields, the King's Wands, the King's Dark Lanterns. But in the end, you come to, without one of these like fancy King's Citadel tiles, you come to one that simply has a tattered blood-red banner hanging in front of the door. Oh, sorry.
What is this complex?
This is called the Citadel. This is the headquarters of Braylon's elite military and intelligence services, and its maximum security prison.
Interesting.
All right. All right, all right, all right. You enter into the immediate landing, which is, I'm going to like a hero sort of. Let's see here. I want to give it a good. Sure, this one. Why not? You come into the war hall of Iron Oaths, the beating heart of this headquarters. You see a command chamber, ringed by war banners, old helmets and blades taken from fallen foes, giant stone maps of Kovir that are embedded into the floor, used to simulate and track current conflicts and threats. Let's see. Standing in the middle of the room, looking down upon these things, these maps, you are going to see the tallest warforged you've ever seen. He is shrouded in a long, tattered red cloak, and as he turns around, his warforged face almost seems to look like it has like teeth at the bottom of its head, and a long red war paint across the side of its face, coming down like a lightning bolt across the side of his face. In his hand, he has a giant great axe made of solid, some kind of magical stone in his hand, and he stands a whopping 8 feet tall. This is the largest, most brawn warforged embedded into a set of plate that you have ever seen in your lives. And he says, "Welcome, recruits. I am Kadan the Hammer. Are you ready?" Sorry.
Cool, I'm ready.
Is this the voice that I heard in my head?
This is.
Do I know this individual?
Make me a history check.
Have I heard of this guy, Ryan?
Make a history check.
Notice I didn't say hero.
Or do you know him?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't know him.
8.
8. No, you don't know him.
What was his name again?
Kandon the Hammer.
I
I'll put it in the chat.
think I got an 18.
You have not met this individual, but you have heard him by reputation.
Okay.
True to the reputation of the Red Cloak Battalion, he was a deadly commander and warrior in the last war. He fought bravely for the Brailish army against his own warforged, against Ciri, against Onder, Thrain, any of Braelin's armies that dare set foot on the border. The hammer was waiting, and the hammer fell strong wherever Kadan was, thus earning himself the moniker of the Hammer.
I have a hammer too.
Oh.
Looks down at you, Selena, who's like, this guy's humongous. And he looks down at you, tiny Selena, and he goes, "A mighty hammer for one so small.
Yeah, that's right.
I can see you." Oh, yeah.
Well, she'll hold it up proudly.
"I see there is much might in your small frame, enough to fell many foes of Brayland. Are you ready to bring justice to the heathens, to those who call themselves the most dangerous threats to Sharn?"
I'm ready.
Good. Goes. He bangs his hammer down on the floor, almost shaking the floor beneath you, and he says, "Such valor, such courage. I am excited." And he points his stone great axe at the rest of you and says, "What of you? Do you possess the courage to fight down Sharn's enemies, or would you be cowards?"
Sure.
Sure that you are coward, or that you're willing to face down Sharn's enemies?
If you hate Sean, you hate me.
That's what I like to hear, citizen. He salutes you proudly.
I guess I salute back.
And for the rest of you, is the Red Cloak Battalion not your glorious purpose?
Man, if this was Ouroboros right now, he'd be fucking lit as fuck.
He'd love this guy.
Fucking.
They would have already, like, as soon as he saw him, just. Oh no, the second morning!
Yeah.
Ah, damn, it's hard to play this kind of character.
I'm trying to make it.
Yeah. I think Tally will kind of look at him
Okay.
and,
He looks down at you.
well, I'm not a coward, but,
Then perhaps there is a place for you in the Red Cloak Battalion.
sure.
Sure? You are only sure?
Can you be more sure than sure?
You can be certain.
I'm certain.
This is what Kadan the Hammer looks like. Ah, fuck, it's a web key, whatever bullshit. But that's what he looks like if you click on it.
This is a virus.
Oh, is it? Got you.
Oh no, my information. Oh, you got me.
Oh, yeah, he's cool.
But I mean, it's okay for you, Brandon. None of your information's that interesting.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I know we're all boring.
Let's see. He says, very well. Some of you more ready and enthusiastic. Others of you are not. But what of you, Lord Kandarak and Lord Fiallan? Do you not quiver at the chance to extinguish Sharn of its enemies?
I'm merely accompanying my friends. I'm already associated with the clandestine service.
A clandestine service, this wouldn't be criminal activity, would it?
No. I'm in
Okay.
service to the Brelish Crown.
You have my respect, warrior. And for you, Lord Kandarak, you who has spoken last, what say you?
I would relish the opportunity to do as much good for the city as I can.
What a fine word, relish. Indeed, we will be happy to take you four under the weight of the Red Cloak Battalion. You shall all be recruits to the Red Cloak Battalion henceforth, and if you prove yourself worthies, perhaps you may indeed become worthy of the Red Cloak one day.
I'll prove you worthy, or prove myself worthy.
Very good, little warrior. I require... Oh, fuck. Hang on. Never mind, we're not that crazy here. Let us tell you what you're getting yourselves into. Now that you have joined us, you shall be known as the Red Hands, which is the title of our recruits.
Nice name, gotta admit.
Why are the hands red?
Because they are stained in the blood of the guilty.
Ah, original.
Thank you. I didn't make it up, but thank you. Allow me to tell you how we will support you in your travels and adventures. Should you find yourself arrested, you will be released under the loose supervision of the Red Cloak Battalion. So, you may have more leniency with the law, so long as you remain faithful to the cause. You shall also receive helpful items of magical quality. Which will be useful to you for a limited time, should you require them on your missions. And last but not least, if you find yourself in a particularly difficult position, perhaps when the odds are against you, fear not, for perhaps a Red Cloak member will crash into battle and help you in your trials. We support our own.
Wow. It's amazing.
You seem unimpressed.
Oh, I'm definitely impressed. It's
Okay.
just, I mean, the Red Cloak, and yourself, especially, I mean, you lot, were some of the greatest warriors on the battlefield of the last war, no?
Yes, we were, and still are, should war break again.
So I guess my question is, what is the Red Cloak Battalion doing now that the war is done?
We have been divided and reassigned to various major settlements and strongholds throughout Braylon to secure its defensive position. We've also been stationed alongside standing soldiers along the Dargoon border as well as Drome to keep watch and keep the peace. There are 2 other members of the Red Cloak Battalion present in Sharn. Mira the Huntress and Molin Kane. Both exceptional warriors you should be proud to meet one day.
I'm sure we will.
Now, are you ready for your first assignment?
By all means.
I wish I had like more rad music, but yeah, fuck it. Throw them out. It's pretty enough. Your first mission is as follows. Prepare yourselves to guard Sharn from danger. Seek out Halam, a monk who lives... Oh yeah, we're taking you down below. Seek out Halam, a monk who lives in the caves of the cogs. Ask him why, or ask him what he's heard about threats to the city, but try not to annoy him or overstay your welcome. He was once one of us, and he deserves his peace.
Ryan, do I know what the cogs are?
Make me a history check at advantage, because you are an urchin and have no parents.
15.
To put it bluntly.
Everyone point and laugh. Haha, no parents. Haha. Okay.
You don't have parents either,
Wait, I
Wolfforged.
don't have parents.
We have so much in common.
Indeed, BFFs forever.
Yeah, 15.
The cogs lie deep beneath Sharn, below the sewers. Streams of lava flow through the area, and over the centuries, House Cannith has helped Braylon establish vast foundries that tap into this mythical resource. It is a dark, grueling district that is worse off than even Dura. It is a dangerous place. The Sharn Watch does maintain a presence in the cogs and helps oversee the House Cannith boundaries, but it is a place where there are many Warforged.
Hey, Mr. the Hammer, I have a question.
Yes, you, Warrior Nero.
Why is this honored monk Klom hanging out in the cogs? If he's used to be one of you, wouldn't he have like a nice retirement home that he lives in up on the Skyway?
He has alleviated himself of worldly possessions in exchange for a chance at enlightenment. So he meditates in the deep heats to master himself, body, mind, and soul. He's like totally awesome.
Okay, I believe you. Where in the cogs can we find him?
Like, I don't know, find him. I'm not going to do all your job for you.
Oh.
Kandan, are you the leader of the Red Cloak Battalion?
We have no leaders. We are elite, one and all together. We will assign a commander if many of us come together for a single purpose. But, as it stands, we are single warriors with many purposes. We command lesser men.
Oh.
Everybody else.
Yeah, like the King's Citadel, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys. No, but seriously, they are honorable warriors who I am proud to fight beside. But they got nothing on us, bro.
That's right. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ha ha ha
Props to that little warrior.
It's like a tiny little.
I want this guy and Selena to be best friends.
I think they are already.
We already are. I lost my hammer in the war, and now I favor the axe. But
We have already made friendship bracelets.
Perhaps she shall be known as Deputy Warden Red Hand Princess Selena do drop of the Summer Court the hammer one day.
Yeah, could be. That would be cool. Oh,
So many
yeah.
titles it can't even be read on Zoom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you ready to take on this most important mission? Find threats within the card and defeat them for the good of the people.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What kind of compensation do members of the Red Hand be given?
Excellent compensation. Excellent compensation.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, good enough for me.
Let's see here. We would be willing to offer you. Man, the rewards kind of suck here in the module.
Really?
So, but don't worry, I'm going to make it better. We would be willing to provide a third of the portion of funds required to improve your establishment. And if you have already established and found other benefactors, we would be willing to improve your supplier quality by great. So rather than serve bottom of the barrel ale, we will ensure that you are funded to be supplied by the best.
The best, not bad.
The best.
I've heard of them. I've heard of them.
Do you drink
They're great.
ale? Do you drink ale,
I
Kandan?
require no food or drink or sleep, only victory.
Right. So how do you know what the best ale is?
I'm going to outsource it, frankly. People who
Got
know
it.
that kind of thing better than I. Perhaps it may be you who chooses your own suppliers. We will simply supply the funds.
Very good. Thank you for your aid. And in return, well, I suppose backwards, but we will do the thing you ask.
Very good warriors. For Sharn, for courage, for valor.
For valor!
For valor!
For the people
that
of Sean.
For the people of Sharn!
Yeah, for Sean.
I like you two the most.
Yeah.
Wait, Selena and who else?
You, Red Hand Nero, and you, Red Hand Deputy Warden Princess Selena Dewdrop of the Summer Court.
Yeah, good job, you got it right.
The other two are either too quiet or too skeptical.
Selena, it's Deputy Warden Red Hand. I know Red Hands. I know deputies with Denise. Who's the warden with?
That's the
Druids.
Druids, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wardens of the Forest? or
Wardens of the Wood.
something? Wardens of the Wood.
2 W's.
Oh, I thought you were a warden deputy.
No, you're a warden too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
You have a hard time enjoying things, don't you, Warrior Tally?
What gave it away?
The fact that you're not enjoying this, you're the first person who didn't come in here and wasn't totally stoked.
Sorry.
Apology accepted.
Good. Be ready to go, team?
Yeah, let's go bop some people.
All right.
Well, okay. Bye.
Bye.
Ryan, when we leave this guy's chambers and everything, I talk to Vietelian and tell him the Citadel people, they're also here, right? The King's Citadel.
Yeah, but why do you want to talk to them?
I mean, I'm talking to Vieteli actually, but
Yeah.
this doesn't concern you.
Yeah, you're right!
You're not a citizen. No, you're foreigner. Be gone.
Man.
But Vieteli, you want to drop in on the King's Citadel people?
You're more than welcome. to. I already have made my decision with them.
Was that a yes or no?
I
Stop.
am in service to the Brellish Crown. Yes.
I'll Ryan, I'll stop by their office and look for the guy who asked for me.
Let's not get distracted. There are heads that need bonking.
Okay, very well. We'll come back later. We'll just go bonk some heads first.
We gotta come back anyway.
Back in the direction that we just
You
came
guys are-
from.
Considering you're right here, I'm gonna say that.
Oh, is it right here? I thought it was back in the upper ward.
No, the Red Cloak Battalion and the King Citadel are all here in the same building.
If it's all in the neighborhood, let's get it done while we're in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's why I was doing it, because hey, it's everyone in the neighborhood.
All right, you find your way to the offices of the King Citadel, where you will find the slightly less intense.
Selena will wait outside.
Fair enough.
This is one title she will not collect.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
You find Yalister Silvermane, who goes, "Oh, Nero Duskfall, welcome. I've been looking all over for you, frankly."
Well, when people ask for me, I tend to. It's either for good. I either tend to show my face or run away.
I see. That's interesting.
People don't always look for me for good reasons. Sometimes bad, but I heard you were on the up and up.
He looks around at his office in the most heavily fortified military center in the city and goes, "I would think so."
Walks into police station. You guys seem like you're on the up and up.
Yeah. Are you on the up and up?
I'm up here, aren't I? But yeah, I heard you were looking.
All right.
Wait.
I must ask you to. Well, first and foremost, I pulled your file. There isn't too much about your recent history, but I'm inclined to ask. I know that you're a Brailish nationalist and Shawnites through and through, but I must ask, most importantly, before we begin to talk of potential recruitments into the King's Citadel, as I hope Master Fjarlin told you as to what my visit was for, are you the type of person who's willing to put the security of the city above your own interests?
I like to think when I help the city, I help myself.
It's a good way of putting it. He'll sort of like look over some papers on his desk and he says, "I'll be blunt. I've seen files like yours before. There's nothing explicit in there other than a couple of arrests here and there, Lower Dura residents. People in Lower Dura don't get into all sorts of, shall we say, illicit activities. I'm not making any insinuations, but perhaps estimations as to what your lifestyle may have been like to this point. But I assure you, if you do pay honor to the King's Citadel, put the city before yourself, and adhere to its code, I think it could be a new life for you."
Smokey.
Yeah, Smokey's a black boy like this.
I don't push Smokey out of the way because he could eat me.
Yeah. As you can see, Smokey is already joined.
I see. So what if I did join? What would I be doing?
Well, first and foremost, you must understand that this is a very professional setting. You will be expected to complete your missions in a timely and professional manner. You will be conducting yourself on behalf of Braylon, the British military. This is not something to be done lightly or frivolously. You will be expected to carry out missions timely, and if you are not able to, or defy the honor of the King's Citadel, there may be consequences. This is a serious commitment for people who are serious about protecting the city. Restoring order, protecting its people, bringing justice to those who've done evil, especially help deal with this gang war that has erupted, most importantly.
Yeah. But tell me about this. There's blood all over the streets. I look every which way I look.
Now, keep in mind that there are benefits. It's not all just saluting and professionalism and getting things done. If you serve well, you will have authority over the city watch. They'll be notified that you are a member of the King's Citadel on officials' business, and they'll be instructed to provide you support wherever they can, whenever you ask. So long as, of course, it's reasonable, which you ask of them. And additionally, if you perform your services well, I may be willing to bring you along to certain important dinner parties with various mansions and meet city councillors in private or at these dinners for sharing of rumors, important briefings, maybe even obtaining a couple pearls of wisdom. There are benefits to be gained, but this is a serious commitment.
How serious are we talking?
Like, this is like the elite military force. This is like pretty fucking serious. Like, it don't get no more serious, boy.
Yeah, you're right. This is serious. I'm gonna be honest. Would it be okay if I took some time to think about this?
You may take some time to think about it for as long as you wish. It is an open invitation so long as you come prepared to serve your country and your people of Sharn with dignity and discipline.
Look, I'm showing all the way. You know, that part you don't gotta worry about.
It's the discipline and the adherence to the law and the putting the people before yourself that will be required that may be more difficult of you. But it's a chance we're willing to take on you, Nero. You are a nationalist. You are proud of your city. We need people like you.
I'm flattered. Well, Mr. Silvermane, thank you very much for having me in. I gotta think on this, and I'll get you my answer. And I get up to shake his hand.
You will shake your hand and say, "Have a good day, citizen."
Thank you.
You leave his office.
And yes, yeah. Neo's just Neo in his mind's just chewing on all that info. Is there a civil station nearby, Ryan?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. When I lead everyone down to where we're going next, would it be okay if I made a pit stop there real fast?
Yeah, we'll say that on the way you stop the party over by a civis outpost, and you are more than welcome to send a message if you want. 2 silver a word.
2 silver per word.
Per word. Instantaneous telepathic communication is expensive.
Okay, and that's 25. Okay, if it can go up to 25 words sending.
You can send as many words as you want for 2 silver a word. These aren't sendings; these are much more capable stations that they have.
Okay, wow.
You can also hire the services of House Orion for cheaper.
Well,
For example, you could hire the mail service of House Orion to run it across the city for a copper a mile.
It's
So, be like a copper a district.
it's the message I want to send to this guy isn't. Yeah, I don't know his exact last location. I think you know who I'm talking about, Ryan.
I do.
I'll send you the direct message. Hold on.
All right. If it's your buddy, he like.
Not my buddy from Dura. No.
Your bar fight
I
bloody?
just sent you a direct message over chat.
Your
Not that guy. That's the guy I'm talking about, Ryan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very tricky to get him to a message. I'll say that like. I'll say like a place you can leave things where he'll probably pick it up.
I was hoping to talk with him this evening, but I'll just.
Busy fella.
I guess I'll send the. I'll try the sending.
Okay.
I don't know how else to reach him.
Fair enough.
Okay. It's Nero. Need to meet tonight. Emergency. Tavik's Landing. Orion Station. Near Steel and Steam Blacksmith. Look for me in that area tonight.
All right.
That's out.
46 copper pieces.
46 copper pieces.
Yeah, 4 gold, 6 copper. Or sorry, 4 gold, 6 silver. My fault.
4 gold, 6 silver.
Yeah.
I
want you to throw.
I'm gonna look out to. Hey, can anybody spot me 2 silver?
Yeah, no
That
problem.
depends. Are we close enough to hear your conversation?
That's true.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Or are you in like a phone booth kind of thing?
It'd probably be like he's talking. It's probably like it's sort of like a phone booth thing where it's like a private messaging station where he's talking to a gnome and telling him the message. The gnome goes, "It's fine. 1 word. I'll find a word to pick out of there."
Okay, 4 golds. Okay, 4 gold, 4 silver.
Yep.
Okay.
And they will send it along.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need to start getting work done. But,
Well, let's do it.
And the message goes to my recipient, correct?
It goes to another station.
Yeah, so they can monitor your
Not
communication.
Sending a spell. These are 2 completely different things that you're doing. This house does not provide the sending spell services. They don't. The sending stations are a network of communication stations. Think of it as like the telephones.
Okay, but it does go eventually to my guy, correct?
Yeah, we'll say that you've used it for this amount. It'll find its way to him. Yes, for the amount. Absolutely.
Okay, thanks.
Cool. But yeah, House Civis doesn't provide sending services. They don't do it.
Okay, I was confused.
Yeah, these are sending stones. These are messaging stations, which are very different. You could give them 100.
Okay, hopefully my message will. Yeah, okay, hopefully my message will find him. That'll be it. Thank you.
Okay, maybe a persuasion check on top of that. I'll give you advantage for the word emergency.
Oh.
And would we know why he went to this place? Like, obviously, you go there to send a message, right?
You will know that he went there to. Well, it's worth pointing out there that this is the most ritzy, expensive way to send a message. Like, so, just take that for what you will. You know, Nero like walked out of that office. He's like, I gotta go to a sending station. Went to a sending station.
Yeah.
Came out asking for money, and then like the guy waved it and was fine. So Nero just used like the most expensive instantaneous messaging system available. So
Obviously it was some bit of like this needs to happen. Like there was urgency to this.
urgency would be the key word. I think it would be very plain that there was some urgency to what Nero was doing. Why? How? For purpose? You don't know.
Yeah, Ryan. Low at 15, high of 23.
Got it. Understood. Okay. Where are you all off to now? See if we can bop someone before the session's out.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, let's go bop somebody. Okay, I've taken up enough time. Let's go bop somebody.
No, you're good. Take your time, buddy.
Where are we headed?
Lower Dura.
Lower Dura. All right. By the powers of Nero's orphanness, you guys. It takes an hour. You get down to Dura. You guys have been doing a lot of traveling around today. I think you guys have been doing like 3 hours.
Steps in.
You've been busy for around 6 hours today now. You've been traveling all over the city. All right. Let's go down to that dock ward. Lower Dura, the most scummy place in the city. Well, second most scummy. We'll see if you can find the most scummy. But this is pretty fucking bad, is the point. It's gross. It's bad. Okay, guys, you are gonna go look for a gang war. That is always a safe thing to do. Fantastic. Okay, make me let's make me an investigation check to see if you guys can track down where there's some gang activity going on.
Do I have advantage or disadvantage?
You just have a straight roll.
Okay. 9.
21.
24.
16.
Okay. I get it, you win.
Can I ask a general question of the party? Does anyone not wear armor?
I don't wear armor.
Define armor.
I don't wear either. I got mage armor.
Okay, yeah. Just as we're walking up, I'll see Viatelli and I'll say, Lord Fjarlin, be careful. I think this might help protect you a little more, and I'll cast mage armor on you.
I will recognize the casting because I've got proficiency in Arcana, and I will stop you.
Okay.
My patron has already seen to it that I am appropriately protected.
Okay, cool. Well, if anyone ever needs, let me know.
I'll take it.
Sure. No problem.
Thanks a lot, man.
No worries. Here you go. And I'll do a little prayer. And upon doing a prayer to the god Tal'Dorei, cast mage armor on you.
I didn't want sloppy seconds anyways.
Nero's used to taking what he can get while he can get it. He's from Lower Dura.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fair.
you're off.
Here. This should protect you a bit, friend.
Thanks a lot, man.
No problem.
So, Nero, you're not thinking of joining those King Citadel folks, are you?
What? Why is that? Jealous?
No, I'm not jealous. I'm part of the Red Cloak Battalion, which is even better than the King Citadel.
What? Why do you say that?
Because they're the best of the best. They're the elite.
Mm-hmm. Well, I get to be in them. Maybe I get to be in the King Citadel and the Red Cloak Battalion. So I'm best of the best of the best.
No, the best of the best of the best is the Red Cloak Battalion. I think you're getting your factions mixed up a little bit, Nero.
It was like, I guess I'm just a more maybe I'm just a more desirable faction member than you, Selena.
Mm.
No, that can't be true.
It's okay, Princess Dewdrop. I think there might just be some slight confusion here, all around.
Yeah,
Perhaps we should keep walking.
Yeah, let's go find some people to bop.
Good idea.
So, as we proceed, the words play through your head, Benrig, your objective that you were given. As you approach, you recall in your mind, we hear the Boromor are paying gangs in the field ward, in Lower Dura to attack suspected House Tarkanan members. Fights are breaking out in the ward daily. Stop a fight before it happens. We need to send a message to these thugs that further altercations won't be tolerated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess Benrick tells us all that.
Yep, I would. Give you the best of my
Okay,
ability.
got it. No problem.
So, we see something happening. We
Yeah.
jump in before the tables turn.
Good thing my hammer's name is Peacebringer, and she'll put it on her shoulder.
Still coated in blood.
Yeah.
So you guys, cut to like the cool action sequence. These two guys running down a hall or running down an alley, getting trapped, turning around. 4 gang thugs come down the hall, come down the alley, and say, "Oi, we heard around you got them aberrant dragon marks, huh? You part of House Tarkanan. We've been sent by the Boromor clan to take you out." They go, "No, we don't have marks. We swear we're not part of the Tarkanan house." And the thug goes, "Don't mean that you're not part of it. You don't need a mark to be part of those fucking terrorists." At this point, hang on. At this point, you guys, you hear all this going down. They're going to be like, "Show us the mark, or you'll be sorry. It'll be worse if you don't." And at this point, you guys kind of approach from behind, sort of shadows streaked across through them. They go, "Oi, who's that?" And they turn around. They see you all. You go, "Oi, who are you?"
We're the people about to rip your faces off unless you all head on home.
We're the Platinum One.
This is on behalf of the Church of the Silver Flame.
Oh my
and House
god.
Tarkanan. And
Are we
then-
gonna just
yeah.
rep our different sets? Like this
No,
is for
I-
this is
Well-
this is for this
Hey
is
guys,
this is
my mission.
Hey, no, it's my mission. It's mine.
They're like watching you guys like fight over your title. Like,
I'm not doing it.
They're like, "What the fuck?" I'm confused. Well, they like the Silver Flame, but they're I've never heard of a platinum watch before.
How about you all just
Damn, he froze.
head on home before you wind up with a blade in your belly, okay?
It's too bad he froze. Whatever he said was probably going to be terrifying.
How about... Hang on. Let me try this again.
All right, go ahead.
Crawl back home before you all get a blade in your belly.
There you go.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay, hang on.
I will say
Disadvantage for lag.
because
Wait, disadvantage?
I'm gonna say disadvantage because you guys are new to the I don't know. You guys want to bug people really bad, and we'll say that like this hasn't been the most terrifying set.
Okay.
I'm not even
You
trying
got the
to
good
make him
word.
not fight.
Yeah.
Okay, a low of 13.
They go. They like throw their maces aside, crack their knuckles. All right. Why don't we teach these fools what it means to mess with the Dura gang?
No weapons.
Yeah,
bold
come on, you
choice,
scared
friend.
of a proper fist fight?
You You're the dumbest fuckers in all of Dura.
Well, you look malnourished. Like, you look like you don't eat enough, lad. How about that?
It's like,
You
How about
look like I could twist and turn you like a pretzel, boy.
I can melt your faces off.
Exactly, you're scared of a proper fist fight. You ain't from Dura, are you? Probably from one of these universities, you highborn scum.
I'll fist fight you.
Like,
She'll put her camera away and put her fists up.
But look at the fairy and go, alright, fairy, you want to square up? Let's square up. Alright, if you guys want a fist fight, go ahead and make initiatives.
I almost want Deputy Warden Red Hand Princess Selena Dewdrop to have a 1v1 with this guy.
I mean, you can start that way. Like,
yeah, let's start that way. Let's start that way. Let them fight like this. Be
yeah,
funny.
okay,
How about your best versus ours?
Nah, let's do all of them versus the fairy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that
Wow,
sounds fun.
you guys really suck.
What are you talking about? We're pretty great.
Do you see her?
I know, it's going to be so much fun squashing her like a little bug.
All right, that's it.
Okay, yeah, Tally, you getting on it, okay. Who else is getting in on this fist fight?
This is gonna be bad, dude.
Y'all fist fighting?
I'm just waiting back.
You were the main one talking, motherfucker.
Yeah, 19.
Waiting to blast.
Oh, are you scared to fight? You're all talking, no fists. So everyone except Nero's fighting, it sounds like? Why isn't anyone answering me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in. 19.
I'm fucking in.
19.
Okay, let me get her in. Who's rolled a 20 plus? Who rolled a 15 plus?
16.
19, 16. Who rolled a 10 plus?
11 from Talenta Jones.
What'd you get, Selena?
10.
10. Alright, they're like, we'll give you the first punch. Bring it on, lads. Benrig, you're up to bat. Hey, you can't send a warning if they're dead, so this kind of works out.
Yeah, I'll just say, Alondra, curse you, and I'll just cast Bane on the front 3 of them.
Nice.
Alright, they go, ooh, Alondra's cursing us. Oh, I'm so scared. The two of them are like, no, actually, I don't feel so good. One of them rolled 16, the others rolled abysmally, so...
Cool, it's a 14?
Yeah. One succeeds, 2 fail, so... We'll say the 2 guys at the back are under the influence of Bane.
Okay.
Actually, I'm a believer in the Sovereign Host. This is actually... He looks like a real cleric, actually. Go, shut up!
Good luck, gentlemen. Dewdrop, they're all yours.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Viatelli's turn. Viatelli?
Almost.
Viatelli is going to point at the hockey one,
Yeah, that guy.
and Shadow is just going to collect about him as the hex takes hold. I'm going to opt to choose dexterity. That
All
sounds
right.
like a good choice.
Fair enough. It's like, come on, Dancy boy. You look
And,
like 8.
The guy opposite of him, I'll approach him.
Alright. So you're gonna... How do you want to do this? You want to, like, 5 and then kind of go wide like that?
Yeah. That'll do.
Alright.
And yeah, I'll slug him.
Bring it on, man. Bring it on.
Because it occurs to me that I can do booming blade with a punch.
Oh, did they take away the material component?
It says make a melee attack.
Blade worth 5 gold or more? Or a weapon worth 5 gold or more, something like that?
Let me take a look at it one more time. No, brandish weapon.
A melee weapon worth at least 1 silver piece.
Okay. Well. Hex. Yeah, we'll just punch him anyway. What the hell?
Go for it.
16.
16 hits. Roll me, or give me the damage.
2 points.
2 points. He goes, ugh! Takes 2 points to the face, goes, ugh! Knocks you hood a little bit.
And that's the whole shoot match for me.
Fair enough. Alright, Talenta Jones.
Man, oh man. Is there any way to get a flank on that guy?
On which guy? No flank on this guy, but his back is covered pretty intensely.
Then I reckon I'll go to the hexed individual. And I'm gonna punch him in the face. Or attempt to.
Got it.
Keep in mind, people at home, unarmed strikes don't count as finesse weapons.
No.
Lucky. Double nat one.
Damn.
You're like, and you're like, oh, and fall over and land at the guy's feet.
What a great day.
You ain't proper boys, are you?
I guess not. And yeah, I guess that's it. Damn. End of turn.
Okay.
Oh, did I use all my movement?
You used all your movement, yes.
Okay,
You ran forward 15 feet and fell over.
got it.
Happens to the best of us. Alright, Selena Dewdrop. The deadliest warrior, what do you do?
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna fly forward and punch him in the nose.
On it. You fly forward to punch him in the nose. Okay, you're going for the hexed one?
Yeah, the one that was heckling us.
Alright, get him.
14.
14. Okay. That will definitely hit. I am, in this moment, going to pause the fight. So, here's the problem with fist fights. Punches don't do a lot of damage, and people have a lot of hit points. So, we're going to do a little mini game instead. So,
Let me just go up and inflict wounds one and kill him.
well, that's not what your mission was. I mean, you can if you want. So each round, you basically pick a move, and each person is going to have 5 fight points, which are like 5 hit points. So each hit, could take a person out. So basically, everyone's reduced down to like 5 hit points, basically.
Oh, good. So he takes 5 points of damage.
Okay, well, okay, so it works slightly differently. So my question to you, Selena, is you come in, you fly in, you make a good punch, you hit his AC. You can pick between 5 moves. It's your choice. You can punch him, grapple him, shove him, haymaker him, or taunt him. And each one represents a different amount of fight points that you'll take from it.
What's a haymaker?
A haymaker,
Woohoo.
basically you hit with disadvantage, but if you hit, it takes out 2 hit points from him.
Oh. I'm not going to do that one.
It's certainly the most dangerous one, where you basically like pull one of these where he sees it coming, and then if you hit him, it does extra damage.
Okay.
You could just straight up punch him, that just represents 1 fight point. If you want to grapple or shove, well, we'll skip those because you've already rolled an attack roll. So, I'll let you choose. You can either punch him right now and take out 1 of his fight points, or you can roll again at disadvantage for disadvantage, and if you hit, that's 2 fight points.
And then would grapple and shove give you advantage?
Those are like contestants. Those are like strength versus strength or dexterity. But that takes out fight points too.
Oh, it does. And
Yeah.
then taunting would as well.
Taunting is like a charisma versus insight situation.
Oh.
Yeah, but since you've already rolled an attack
Punch
roll.
him.
Punch him. All right, he's taken 1 damage, and we'll say Viatelli did a punch too. All right, amazing. Well done, Selena. You him in the face. He goes, "Oh, what the fuck!" Not expecting the might of the fairy.
And then I bonus action want to cast Shield of Faith.
All right, bonus action cast Shield of Faith. Okay. And if you guys want to be creative about the fight, if you do like creative outside the bound moves, we might be willing to give you guys a little bonus or something. Who knows? So feel free to be creative about your attacks. Okay. This guy is going to go and try and grapple you, Viatelli. He goes, "Come here, elf!" He's going to reach for you. Make me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics of 24.
Fuck, he's probably not going to succeed. He doesn't. He tries to grapple you and he misses. And he goes, "Oh man, I missed." Well, that sucks. That guy goes, "Get the fuck out of my way." And he's going to push through his friend. It goes over to, "We're not going to get beat by no fairy." And he's going to go, and he's going to try and attack you with a haymaker.
Oh boy.
Counterspell. No.
Holy fuck, it worked. He rolls a nat 1, misses you, and bashes his buddy in the face by accident. He goes, "Ah!" And he's going to take, so he would be at 3 now after Viatelli's punch. This guy's really hurt. Fantastic. This guy goes, "Punched by a fairy was I?" And he's going to just, he's gonna try and knock you over onto the ground, Selena. I mean, athletics or acrobatics check. Is that funny?
Down! Get down!
25.
Holy fuck! He like puts his hands on your shoulders and tries to push you, and it's like trying to push Superman. He gets, poof, and it pushes him back. He's like, "What the fuck, man?
Let her judo flip him.
Who are you? What's going on?" This guy goes, "Oh, fuck you." He's gonna run over to you, Tally. He's gonna go for a haymaker.
Health Angel's first aid.
He goes, "Ah!" And you roll out of the way in time. Tally misses you. These guys apparently aren't the best brawlers out there. Okay, Benrig, it's your chance. On your so you have a choice. You can do a punch, a grapple, a shove, a haymaker, a taunt, or if you want to be creative, be creative.
Yeah, I think I will just run up to the guy who just tried to give Selena like a cheap shot in her blind spot, and I'll just run up and I'll Kong him with like a shield is like this. I'll Kong him in his face with the butt of the shield and just toll the dead him.
Oh, the dead. Just so you know, this isn't a non-lethal situation.
That's okay. I'll just
Holy fuck. All right.
don't disrespect the princess.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. He rolled a 10, and he will fail.
1 damage. But so the way that I actually imagine this is just because it's the shield, the metal vibration just like vibrates off his head and like dazes him.
He's like, oh, and like a little blood trickles out of his nose. So I'll say that comes out of his true hit points. If you keep it up, he might pick up his weapon, and the brawl, at least with that guy, will transform.
I wouldn't be opposed.
I dare them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be all.
Fantastic. Viatelli, you're up. As a reminder, you can punch, grapple, shove, haymaker, or taunt. What's your choice, my friend?
I am going to attempt to shove the guy into my hexed dude who has his dex all fucked up.
All right, you want to try and shove this guy back into his space. Go for it. Make me an athletics check. He will oppose.
It's going to be 3 Stooges out here.
That's basically what it is. They're like, these are 20 dudes and they're getting fucked up.
14.
People are watching from the side, like, these guys are standing are like, oh.
This is the worst fight I've ever seen.
Ryan,
What'd you get there,
Ryan after the end of this
14.
round. 14, that is a failure from this guy. He goes, oh. Also, he has the Bane, so he extra sucks. He goes, why can't I keep my footing? And then this guy, he's going to get pushed out of his space backwards into that wall. So it's definitely like Three Stooges shit. He bounces into his body bounces and falls off the wall. Is there anything else for you, Tally?
Yeah, bonus action, I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis.
God.
Really treading the lines of fist fight and fucking magic brawl.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck is that? I'll say the guy behind him took a point because that was creative, I guess.
Ryan, at the end of this round, Nero will jump in.
Okay, roll me initiative.
Okay.
All right, Talenta Jones. You avoid a haymaker. You stand up. What do? Do you punch, grapple, shove, haymaker, or taunt? Just so you know, so you guys know the relevance of taunt. It doesn't take any fight points from your enemy, but it can give them disadvantage on their next turn.
Okay, so with all of these haymaker punch things, do we still roll our like regular like to hit?
Yeah.
I think Tally, he'll kind of roll back onto his feet, and with the momentum of his body coming up, I think he's going to try to send a kick to the guy's ribs in front of him that tried to hit him while he was down.
Got it. So make me just a straight up attack roll.
At 10?
10 will not hit, I'm afraid. You kick him, and the leather armor pads the blow. He goes, oh, you want to play, mate? Go on, let's play.
Fucking shit.
Selena Dewdrop, the most deadly of fairies. Do you want to taunt, haymaker, shove, grapple, or punch?
I want to fly over the guy right in front of me and get a flank with Callie and attempt a haymaker.
Alright, you land right there. He goes, holy fuck, she really can fly! Go ahead and make a straight attack roll against the guy. 19 hits. He takes some decent damage. He is hurting.
Would that be 2 points?
No, that would be 2 points. He is bloodied. He's like, I didn't hit no bell. I'm still coming. Is there anything else, Selena?
Nope.
Alright, that'll bring us to their turns.
13, Ryan, by the way.
13, understood. I believe, where's... Before Talenta? God. Alright, these guys are gonna go, oh, enough messing around, boys. They crack their knuckles. This one is going to look at, let's see. It's going to be like, back off! He's going to try and shove you, Viatelli. Acrobatics or athletics?
21 athletics.
He tries to shove you, and you just kind of out of the way. And he goes, "Whoa!" As he misses with an 8. He goes, "Duh, fine. Get the fairy. She's dangerous." And he is going to he's going to try and punch, as he does have multi-attack, and that is going to fucking abysmally miss. So let's not talk about it. This one goes, "Who are we getting now? Oh, little surrounded here." He's like, "Get away from me!" And he'll try and shove you, Talenta. Make me an
Is he the
athletic
Baned one?
acrobatics. What was that?
Is he the Baned one?
He is.
Okay.
Yeah, Bane is. Bane's in motion.
19 acrobatics check.
He tries to shove you and he misses. He goes, "Get the fuck out of here! You want to see a haymaker? I'll show you a motherfucking haymaker." And he's going to take a haymaker attack at you. He goes, "But I feel really strange and baned." And instead of a nat 20, he gets a nat 1. And he's going to just smash his friend's head off the wall and he goes down. Ow. He goes, "Oh no, Bobby! Oh fuck, I'm so sorry!" And that'll be his turn. This guy goes, "You fucking idiot!" And he is going to try and grapple you, Tally. Make me an athletics or acrobatic. Never mind, he misses. It's 4.
I'll roll it for the fuck of it.
Yeah, roll for the fuck of it.
I rolled a 2 for a total of 8.
Okay, great. He goes, "I feel funny. It's what that cleric said, undoubtedly." And he is going to just say, "You know what? You're not so tough. You're just a silly, sad man who forgot how to be happy long ago." Make me an insight check, Tally, as he's going to try and taunt you.
That'll be a natural 20. And to that, I will say, well, at least I can still enjoy your mother.
Ooh!
You should taunt him on the next turn and give him that one. This guy goes, "For the Sharn Gang. Yeah, we just named ourselves this morning." He's gonna go run over to Selena. He goes, "Here comes 2 haymakers your way, little lady. These will definitely go better than the last one." That's gonna be a whopping miss with an 8. And he says, "Okay, maybe just a straight punch this time. I don't want to go too crazy." That one's going to be a 19 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
The first blow lands. You get poof, punched in the face, Selena. You've lost a fight point.
Oh, man.
"I got one!" Benrig, what do you do?
You shouldn't have punched the princess.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
I'll
here.
try for a haymaker on him.
Yeah, you run in, you go for a fucking haymaker, make a
I'll
disadvantage.
jump over his fallen dude.
I'll just jump on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Use it as a jump pad.
So roll an attack like just a mace at disadvantage, or which one?
Just a strength. Oh, strength plus proficiency, so sure, roll your mace.
You don't want to fight unarmed, do you?
No.
You're
No, I
scared of
don't.
that shit. How do you think I feel, dude? I got a +0.
Oh.
So yeah, it would be just a strength.
Yeah.
I forgot
Okay.
they had fucking attack tactics, oh well.
That's net 1.
Oh, you go flying, you're like, oh, the guy goes, gets out of the way. And you go flying in. Oh no, as you're gonna hit.
Oh no! Oh no!
roll me a attack roll, an unarmed strike attack roll on Selena. You might punch her in the face by accident.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Get down, Deputy Warden Redhand, Princess Selena Dewdrop.
Shit! 11.
Misses.
Just
he
crash and
swings,
burn.
And Selena, you're like, whoosh. Be careful next time.
I'm sorry. I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Pathetic.
Bonus action, cower.
Oh no, I wanted a fist fight before. Via Tally, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna. I should have enough move that I can scoot all the way back to the hex dude.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can even get in a flank if you wanted.
Yeah, why not?
All right, you jump into there. Fantastic. Go for it.
And we're gonna punch him in the back of the head.
God, is this just a punch or a haymaker?
Just a punch, because he's hexed and he's really not gonna like this.
Fair enough, fair enough. The whole hex gives you an additional fight point to each damage that you do. As we're using modified rules here.
AC 22.
That will hit. You smash him in the back of the head. That is going to count for double the fight points on a punch. So he's going to take an additional 2. As the shadow sort of hits him extra, he goes, oh fuck, oh, as he grabs at his head. Well done, Viatel. He's almost down. Nero, now that the fight's almost over, you know it's time to fight. What do you do?
Like, who looks like the strongest of them? Remind me, the taunts mechanic gives...
Yeah, if you manage to taunt them, you give them disadvantage on their next turn. For their whole turn.
Okay, I'll do that.
Alright, pick one to taunt.
Okay, who looks like the strongest of them?
This guy hasn't been touched yet.
Like, okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna yell at him. Your boys are getting fucked so hard they might as well walk in a whorehouse.
Hell yeah.
Alright, make an intimidation or performance check versus his insight.
Okay. Okay, intimidation. Let's go intimidation. 13.
He says, don't you say that! Don't you say that! And he is going to have disadvantage on his whole next turn.
I just look like this smug and enjoying it.
Fair enough. Alright, Talenta. You're up to bat, my friend.
All right.
Haymaker, this guy, he beat down. You've got advantage on him.
Which would make it a straight roll.
Yep.
I don't like my odds, but I'll do it.
Alright, make me a straight roll attack. Just give me an unarmed strike. Straight roll. If you get him, you get him.
Shikayate. Let's heroic inspiration that.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
You boom, punch him so fucking hard. He falls down completely. Yeah, this guy's like laying around going, oh, like rolling around, completely unable.
I like catch the guy's body.
This guy's just like, you hit him, and he's lights out. He's just gone on the ground, fucking laying there like. Yeah, pretty much. He's dreaming of better places right now. Is there anything else, Talenta?
I think he'll kind of adjust his fucking leather armor. And then he'll look down at the guy. And that's the position I had her in. And then he like turns to the next guy.
Okay. Selena, come on, you can get him. You can get him good.
I'll punch him with advantage.
He's just got, yeah, you got advantage. He's just got 1 fight point left. Go for it.
Oh, 22.
22 will hit. You go in with your little fairy punch and go, and you just, but like, it looks kind of dainty, but in truth, you like, bam! You take this guy out, you punch him, you punch him in the gut, and he goes, and he falls to the ground and starts rolling around. He's not unconscious, but he is not fighting anymore. You did a number on him.
Nice.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, that's gonna bring us to the last guy who goes, fuck, we're losing bad. It's just me. I'm going to do this for the Sharn Gang. Yeah, it's a cool name. But I'm really hurt. My feelings have been hurt so much lately. I can't abandon my boys, because Lord Dura's everything. And he's going to punch you. He's going to make a disadvantage. He's going to fuck it. He has disadvantage. He might as well haymaker. He's going to haymaker you, Viatelli.
Okie
He
dokie.
goes, ooh, and he throws a fist and he punches the wall by accident. He goes, ah, fuck, shit. Breaks his hand. He turns around to you, Tally, and goes with his foot. He tries to like fucking chest kick you with his haymaker. Oh fuck, he rolls really good.
Oh.
That's gonna be 18 to hit. I assume that hits.
Oh, I was muted. Yes, it hit.
He poof, kicks you in the. Oh, hang on. Actually, he's banged. Hang on. This might not hit.
Oh, shit.
That might be 14 instead because of Bane.
Close, but no cigar.
He goes to kick you, and it's just like a little too struggled because he's been baned, cursed in this battle, and you.
And taunted.
Benrig, it's up to you. It is your magic that is turned the tide for Tally. What do? This guy hasn't been touched yet.
That's a good piece.
Oh yeah, that's true. If you want to try it, it's the last guy. If you want to be like, and stop working for the Boromor clans, or this will happen to you, kind of thing. Go for it, man.
Yeah. I will cast thaumaturgy on myself. I'll roll the guy's body off of me that Talenta's just dropped,
Got it.
and I'll walk up and I'll say, "Do you see what's happened here? This is what will happen to Boromor if you continue to meddle in the affairs of other clans in which you cannot reach. Go tell your friends."
Make me an intimidation check. I'll give you advantage because all of his buddies are beat the fuck up, and thaumaturgy.
With advantage, it's an 18.
He goes, look, we're not with the Boromor clan. They just paid
You
us.
see, the gods don't favor you anymore. This is what will happen.
I'm telling you, we just got paid by the Boromor clan. We're small time, man. Just leave me alone.
Okay. Now you're saying the right things.
Who paid you?
Paid.
The
My
Boromor
associate
clan.
would like to talk to you.
The Boromor clan, they're paying us to round up Tarkanian members.
Where do you get paid?
Well, I don't know. They can't just find us something. They wander around Dura sometimes, play independent games to go round up House Tarkanian associates.
Fantastic. You now
And where
work
are they
for
having
us.
you bring them?
They don't have us bring them anywhere. They have us beat the fuck out of them or kill them sometimes. But we never killed no one. We just beat them up.
Okay.
Viatelli,
now
I
work
believe
for
you had
us.
something.
What? Work for you?
Yes. When you get approached by the folks from Clan Boromor, I want to know who, and I want to know where.
Okay. So I will note your mission was to have these guys sort of spread the word that don't take jobs from Boromor or you're fucked. If you have them sort of inform for you, they can't really do that at the same time.
That's okay. That's what the two guys in the back are going to be for.
Okay. I understand. I see it. He goes, make me a intimidation check, Viatelli.
$18.
18 goes, inform on the fucking Boromor clan, they fucking kill me!
At which point I will apparate a longsword. Just the surrounding shadows just coalesce. And the next time, this will be serious.
Alright, man.
And as I'm sorry, as Vitali's doing that, I use Mind Illusion to accentuate what he's doing.
Got it.
He's as a menacing aura, like, you know.
Yeah.
I crack my whip behind his head.
He fucking dies.
Behind. Whoa!
I just kidding. He goes, okay, fine, man. Just let us go. Let us fucking go, man.
Of course, you haven't killed anyone. You were just trying to make money. I understand that. What's your name? We'll find you anyways, but what's your name?
Walden?
Walden. Thank you.
Yeah, Walden.
Be safe. Make better choices. I hope the gods look kindly upon you.
All right. Wanna go?
And I'll just like push him on the back on his way.
You were talking a lot of shit for a name like Walden. Get the fuck out of here.
He runs away like, sort of flailing his arm, falling over a little bit pathetically.
Best behave, Walden.
The other guys sort of like begin to kind of like sort of like crawl away, drag themselves away.
We'll prop them up, and these three are the ones that will get the message about this is what happens when you take gold from Clan Boromor.
Goes, oh, who sent you? Who are we telling the gangs? Why is this happening?
The Silver Flames.
Let him say it. It's fucking his job.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say, House Tarkanin is under protection of the Silver Flame, and that extends to us. Show them your bruises.
What? The Silver Flame supports House Tarkanin? What the fuck? Really?
I feel like you're missing. The message is getting mixed here.
Okay, yeah, sure. If the Silver Flame.
I don't know. Pause. Am I mistaken?
Listen, listen. You are a Templar of the Silver Flame. You are just in zeal. You have come down to intimidate the gangs.
Yeah.
Not working for the Boromor clan. That's it. On behalf of the Silver Flame.
Okay. Yeah. Got
The
it.
message is no fighting.
Got it.
No fucking fighting.
No
Exactly.
fucking
Fighting! And then someone bumps
Stupid
into him and he slaps him up the head.
This is a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah.
So we're telling the other gangs what exactly?
One more time from the top.
Yeah, one more time from the top. Just want to really be really clear.
Cut.
No fucking fighting.
No, we want to hear it from the priest. It sounds like
Okay,
it's something from the
Someone
priest.
else
You're
can
right.
take
All
care
of
of
you
it.
need to fuck
Someone else
off and
can
let the
take
priest
care
have
of
his
it.
moment.
No, someone can go for it. That's okay. Someone else can.
Okay.
I don't even know why I'm here.
We'll go tell the gangs that Silver Flame fights for House Tarkanin and to not join with the Boromor clan. Is that right? That's the message we're sending?
The message is if you take money from the Boromir clan, then you're gonna get the shit beat out of you.
Alright. House Tarkanin's gonna beat the shit out of us, or like the Silver Flame's gonna beat the shit out of us? It's
Does it
important.
really
Feels
matter
like-
who beats
It
the shit
kind
out
of
of you?
does. I mean, this is a faction-related quest. I mean, it probably does matter, in fact.
Yeah, we need to get our message cleared up here.
Guys.
It shouldn't be this complicated, I don't think.
The Silver Flame sends a message of peace. Do not fight.
Yes. Silver Flame.
Oh, thank you. See, that was so clearly executed. No confusion. Silver Flame's real scary. We'll tell everybody not to join the Boromor clan, or the Silver Flame Templars are going to come kick our asses. All right.
Hey, which
No
one of you is the
fighting,
heaviest?
Which of us is the heaviest?
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't fucking weigh ourselves to compare.
You look the most out of shape, and I'll fucking swing a whip at the guy.
Okay, roll an attack.
drama queens, man. 25 to hit.
All right, roll damage.
Oh no.
This is
You
amazing.
roll whatever.
5.
5. Oh! You hit him really good. And they go, okay, we're going. And they all scramble off, limping, holding their wounds as they all got beat up. One guy got lashed pretty hard, and they're going to go running off into the streets to tell the world that the Silver Flame will not abide by these smaller gangs working for Boromor clan. And with that, we'll end our session.
Okay.
The citizens in the alley are like, thank you so much for